Look at this. Let's go.
There you go, right in front of the camera.
First-time guest, long-time listener, fan of the original draft commissioner.
Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by White Claw Hard Seltzer. The difference is clear. Matt Iwanyk, Tom Gazzola with here. Joining us today. We're live. Any good Friday morning to you. Welcome to the EST Hangout live right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton Sports on EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Tune in iHeartRadio, YouTube, wherever you get your podcast. Don't worry, you weren't fully on the air just yet. I don't think
you were.
I said we're live as before I clicked, just to because I said we're up in 10 seconds. You guys just felt like continuing to talk.
It was a great conversation.
Yeah, we were
That's great. I said, are we ready to do the show? Yep.
Yeah.
And then that's when you guys chose to have a conversation. When there's 20 seconds before a show, you guys chose to have a conversation.
No.
Tom Gazzola, Matt Iwanyk, Jasmine Sidhu, and Jay Milne with us here. What do you mean no?
We were having the conversation.
We're having a great
the whole time.
Not that one.
Not that one. Well, Tom said it.
There was a conversation we had about the autographs on our wall that we're starting to do, all of that. And then I said, are we ready to go? Jasmine's like, yes, because she's mad that we haven't started yet. Apparently she's all fired up.
Pretty mad.
Okay, here we go. And then you guys, Tom had to go with what his plans for tonight are. And then Jasmine got it, and then you got it, and we had 20 seconds.
It's a Friday.
Whatever. I don't know what the problem is here.
On the Hangout today.
There's no problem.
Also,
I was just, Reed's taught me to become very literal with words and phrases. And
You're
you
good
said
to quite good with that.
that you're going somewhere with a huge golfer. And I said, okay, like how big is this person?
She is fit and limber. We've totally derailed Matt's intro, and I'm okay with that. She is fit and limber, and definitely not watching or listening right now.
So she golfs a lot.
Yeah, she's great.
She's not physically a huge person.
Which is fine.
I was going to say, you know me.
She's a basketball player.
A year.
what would you
No,
say
she
to
was
that type
a
of golfer?
gymnast.
What is that person? Because then if they're not a huge
experienced golfer.
but
A
that's
seasoned golfer.
A golfer.
that's
I'm gonna
tells me
say
that
Did
they
you say a
have
golfer?
that's a good score
When you
to me.
say I'm going,
Well, like, I would say
she's
I'm a
a huge golfer.
I would
Thinking,
s-
okay, Tommy's
I'm a
into
huge
the
golfer.
big girls. I don't know.
But I'm saying I'm a huge
You've known me
golfer.
for how long? He is a huge
I can't say I'm a huge golfer.
Everybody has their types, Tommy. I'm not,
No, but I just want to get to the literal part of the English part. I can't say I'm a huge golfer.
Oh my God.
What?
If I say I'm a huge golfer.
Well, literally, if you say that, I look at you and I know you're not a
I'd say
massive
you're a
person.
trim fit golfer.
So I would say you're a big fan of golfing or a huge fan of golfing. But when you say I'm a huge
Oh,
golfer,
boy.
At the end of the Hangout today, there's our first ever video interview. Sakari Manninen, he knew I was going to struggle with that.
Yeah.
Manninen. He is the co-founder of the Finnish
Manninen.
Long Drink.
Well done, sir.
Spoke with him. Slight echo on that interview, so apologies to everyone for that. Just
Manninen,
in
is that
advance.
like a Finnish name?
It is Finnish. He
Wow.
was in Finland. I thought he was in the Eastern Time Zone, but he was actually in Finland.
How many
at the
long
moment.
drinks deep was he?
Getting a getting a
great.
crank call from Millet, Alberta.
Definitely getting
I
a crank
answered
call.
on the air.
Dad thing to do.
From a huge crank caller.
He was,
Yeah.
he was big fan. And, well, just to the Long Drink, sorry to try to do the show here.
Sorry. No.
The Long Drink has a partnership with the Edmonton Oilers that they're talking about too as well. So you can go to
What?
Rogers Place and you could go get the traditional or the sugar-free. Sorry, Sakari was just messaging me saying that was fun. Thanks, Matt. And can you share the link when you have it? So I will have to make sure I definitely clean up that
Yeah, you
audio.
clean up
You know
I
what's
don't
funny? Not last night's game, but the game before, I noticed behind the penalty box there was a blue long drink can. I was like, oh, wow, you can get those there. Like, that's crazy. Talk about Rexall beers.
Saw a couple EST hats at the game last night.
Did you?
Sweet.
Represent.
I'm triggered. But yes, that's awesome.
They also have
yeah.
the
Sensitive.
they have board ads. So when you're at the game, you can see the Long Drink board ads.
Like,
So,
when
like-
people start finding this and getting in, like, it's
Game
it's
over.
game over.
I think that's and I think like we open up doors.
Yeah.
we awaken
Like
people.
gentlemen.
Like huge golfers.
Oh.
We open doors for
you.
huge golfers.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, they need it.
Everyone needs their doors open.
Now, eh?
It's rubbed off on me.
They're like frickin' frack now.
yeah,
They are
it's
so
it's
good.
bad.
I love it.
It's bad. It's
so
bad.
good. And I love it when you guys make fun of each other.
Well, that's easy.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. She's not a huge golfer. She is quite into golf.
Thank you.
She is a golfing.
Does she like watching golf?
Ooh,
I've
now
yet to
Maddie's
find out.
jumping.
Well, because
and
then
she
now
is
it's
very
actually
fit
into
and
golf
limber.
because that's both.
That's right.
Ask her
Right.
tonight.
What?
She watches golf.
Oh, I'll ask her. Sure.
Tommy's
Tommy's got a
back
date
up against
tonight.
this wall.
Jay and I have a date today.
Yes, we do.
Where do you neat boys getting up to? Are you
They're-
bringing Jasmine?
No, it's the two
I
of
don't
us.
get invited.
Oh.
It's the
you're not
steak and
part of
suits.
this bet.
Oh,
I
Nothing
know
to do
this
with the
bet.
steak and suits. Ryan and I are doing that later tonight.
okay, my bad.
You guys are wearing
That's
steak and suits
tonight.
tonight? You doing that thing?
Yeah, Ryan and I are going to wear some steak. Oh, actually, we're going to go watch the fight too and stuff. So we're going to wear some suits. We're going to go for steaks.
Can I tell a
And
steak and
then-
suits story?
Yes.
That was the night we went to Mercer's.
That's right. Mariah was there. Hernan was there.
Pam was there.
Pam was there. And these guys, they have their steak and suit night with Raimai and Matthew. I've never seen Matthew so alive.
It was a fun night.
You were electric.
had a
Raimai
good
was his typical
It
beautiful
was the night
self.
before our unsanctioned Christmas party too.
Yeah, well, you had an unsanctioned night before party.
We were at Joey's, had some
Yeah.
steak.
He was
We went to
feeling
the-
it.
You were
We went to the J-Dub lobby.
His eyes were dilated.
We went to the J-Dub lobby, had a great time there, and then we went to Mercer's, and then you guys
Did
were
you
all
ever?
happened to be there. We're like, hey, look who's here. That was great.
Yeah,
Fun.
this
So
guy
what's-
was talking so much, and I loved it.
Oh, really?
It was a good night.
You were a chatty Cathy.
No, except we had, what do we have? I think we had Moscow Mules. One of the drinks we had at the J-Dub
yeah.
was way too sugary.
Oh,
I remember
Yeah,
that.
well, Mariah poured us like 15 shots that night. I don't know if you remember that, because she was
no, I
working
do.
part time at Mercer at that time, and she's like,
No,
"What do you
I
guys
could-
want?
yeah.
Shots?" And we're like,
Who's
"No,
Mariah? Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Mariah's, she's an angel."
Oh,
Great,
like, okay.
We worked with her twice at the old place, and now
Okay.
she's. We had Ty Jordan on the show, the Hangout, back in June with Clausen.
Also an angel.
the two of them do a show down in Calgary, X92.
Oh, fun.
They're great.
Drive down there, so.
I
It's so that's what we have tonight, right? But we're also now like he texted me. I was like, I kind of now want to watch this fight, and we're like, okay, that starts at 9 o'clock. So
And we're steak
We're
and
gonna go
suits.
have steaks.
Now you want to watch it.
I always wanted to watch.
You
it.
didn't want to
Well,
watch it
you know what?
yesterday.
It sets up for a
No, I
really
didn't say I
good
didn't
night.
want to watch it.
Yes.
I said I'm
Good
going
point.
without with Ryan, and I'm gonna go hang out with Ryan.
Wait, you were so uninterested in the fight yesterday.
That is
Oh.
not at all true at all. I'm
This
saying
fight
it's a
is taken.
sham.
This fight has torn EST down.
Well,
the middle.
she's making up a lie here.
And
I
I think
said it's a sham
Zach's
fight.
also responsible for this too.
I
Zach's
said
out of
it's a
his
sham
mind.
of a
Yes.
fight. I don't believe it is legit.
legit.
But I love spectacles, and I'm a sucker for spectacles, and I hate the fact that I want to watch this, and I will watch this. That's what I've always said from the start of this. It's the same with McGregor Mayweather. I love spectacles. Give me a spectacle. I hate that I get sucked into them.
I have a question, Tommy.
Yeah.
That night when he was all chatty Cathy,
was
was he
steak and
friendly?
suit night?
Was he friendly?
He was outstanding.
He was, I bet,
You know what?
right?
I don't.
Okay, must be nice.
I don't know Matthew as unfriendly or
Was he under the influence
very much so. Many substances.
of love and care?
Yeah, love and care,
That's what I
especially
meant.
care.
Whoa.
Yeah. But that was like 5 years ago now, and
I think that was 2019.
Him and Raimai show up, and I'm like, what did you guys? Where were you guys? Like at a symphony or some sort? They're like, no, steak and suit night. And I looked at Raimai, and I'm like, of course, you and Matthew would do a steak and suit night, and they had a great time. So did we. I love and respect steak and suit night, and Matthew is a very pleasant guy, except for like before 8 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
He's not a morning guy.
Almost 9 o'clock.
Yeah. This is going to be great.
fun.
I'm very jealous. If I didn't have
very jealous
pre and
too.
post game and Hello Hockey tomorrow,
Yeah.
I'd be like, I want to be your third wheel. And golf tonight.
No, I got a date with you, got a date with Ryan.
So what's this? What's this
So
date?
last weekend on the Hangout, we made a bet. We shook.
You did.
I took the Argos, he took the Owls, so it didn't even take points. It was straight up.
Oh, I should know this.
Thanks for listening to the Hangout
I
last
do.
week.
I listen every day.
Yeah, when you're not on
Nine
it.
to-
Yeah, you did
9 to
know.
11.
Yeah, you didn't know what happened between Jay and
No,
I.
I
in our
do.
bet
I think
last
when you
week.
guys talk CFL and then it's not, Elks, I'm just like, Okay, but what's up? Tell us.
I'm taking Matt for lunch because I wanted to get this bet over with.
Where are we
I
going?
don't. Well,
You want in?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
everyone's welcome. I invited Reed too. What did you decide? It's up to you.
Well, I said Refinery Grill.
Refinery
Because Eric's
Grill.
always said go to
Oh,
the Refinery
right.
Grill, and it's right
Fancy.
That's what
there.
you're saying. Okay.
Where's right there, by the way? Like in the hotel?
No, like just down the street.
Okay.
So like closer. Do you know that Tim Hortons is where like 170th and 178th kind of like splits?
Yes.
It's kind of just like behind it.
Oh yeah, okay.
Across the street from like the Save On.
And I'm quite pissed off because my mother-in-law and my wife, they made the most delicious pork dinner last night. Pork chops, and they had it all ready for me for, hey, we got a really nice lunch for you.
We could have went with that, and we could have pushed this. I wouldn't have been offended.
No, I want to get it over with.
Why?
I do not want anybody holding a bed over my head, especially not you.
I am not that person.
And get it over with before the cup.
Well, I was thinking like we could go double or nothing on the Grey Cup.
I'm not putting the Argos on that one. The only way I would do that, I would need full line.
You'd need the spread.
I would need the entire spread on that
Yeah.
one. But I'm not actually, because my brother, I won a bet against my brother back in
1998. No,
It might be. It feels that way. Whenever LeBron James signed with the Lakers. So it's like, what, 17 or something like that?
Yeah.
My brother still owes me a LeBron James jersey from that bet. So I don't actually hold it that much over people.
You just talked about it.
Well, I do mention, well, if it's going to be 6 years or whatever it is
No,
since I got
I just
it.
wanted-
if you said, like, hey, do you mind if we pushed it like a week or two? I'd been like, yeah, sure. I wouldn't have like been like, thanks, Jay. Well,
No.
sharing your bets. I
I've
wouldn't
been
have done
doing
anything
this
like that.
thing because of him lately. When I get contrarian, I go, yeah, thank you, Matthew.
I got that from
No,
someone
I'm
else.
excited.
Well done.
It'll be fun. It'll be nice. We'll have to have the server or host to take a picture of us, so we can
Document
spread our
it.
love throughout the world.
Beautiful.
I
Text
will
comes
be
in.
asking for holding hands picture too.
Very nice. Good touch. Text comes in. Paris Jewelers inbox 780-218-9999. It's just down Mayfield Road across from RBC. Love Refinery Grill.
Okay, what should we get?
Got good reviews.
If whoever sent that
Have you looked at
text-
their menu?
I have not.
It looks pretty nice.
I'm excited.
Well priced.
Okay.
Like expensive?
No,
Or just like
very
average.
reasonable price.
very good?
I don't care. I'm rich, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's why you always walk around with the pistols in the air, right? Yeah.
Money does not matter to me.
Speaking of that, was it you that said go to Range Road? And we did go there.
I said get reservations. You chose Range Road for our first date, which I thought was a little too fancy.
Well,
but
it's led
Why?
to golf tonight, so
Oh yeah.
it was
Oh, it's
fancy.
pricey.
It was very
That's
good though.
the one thing. Like,
Well,
if
yeah.
you
I
go to
think I
Range
got
Road,
out of
that's
there
a
okay,
high
though.
bar to start.
it's an experience.
But
more
that
so.
shows, I think that shows that you've taken time to consider this and you're not worried about pinching pennies. This is a
No.
night
Yeah, all
out.
of a sudden I was like, oh, Tommy's rich.
Thank you.
Rich
Yeah.
and rich with hair.
Yeah.
Oh, it's you both.
Very-
Well, so is
very
Maddie
modest.
with his $100,000 investment.
Maddie, do you know he's a Bitcoin mogul?
Yeah, exactly.
I learned that yesterday on Instagram.
Me too.
I can help you turn your 5,000 into 100K in just 7 days.
Speaking of betting, so Maddie and I are also going to do a bet, and we wanted to ask the Nasties if they could give us something, like what would we do? Because he's going for Tyson, and I'm going for Jake Paul. I'm not going for Jake Paul. I think Jake, Paul will win.
fan over here. Jake,
wait a second.
Jake Paul fan over here.
I want Mike Tyson to win, but
No, you don't.
No, you don't. How can you say that?
I
No
think
one wants
Jake
Mike
Paul,
Tyson
Jake
to
Paul
win.
will win
What?
the fight.
No one wants Mike Tyson to win.
No.
Yes.
They want
What?
Jake Paul to lose.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I
good
want
point,
Mike
good point.
Tyson to
You're actually gonna
send
cheer
him
for
into
him?
orbit.
Yeah, but are you cheering for Mike Tyson? Or are
I
you
want
cheering
him to
against
tear
Jake
his head
Paul?
off his body.
Right, you're cheering against Jake Paul.
Yes.
No, I'm cheering for Mike Tyson.
How about Mike Tyson and the little girl that interviewed him?
I didn't watch it, but I heard
said
about
to
it.
everybody.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't
saw
watch
it
it.
after.
That was funny.
She was like a 14-year-old or something.
And she's like,
Talking about-
respect.
Yeah.
He's like, nobody talk about legacy.
no, this girl, she asked him, like, it's just a kid question, like, read the room, Mike. What do you want your legacy to be? And he's like, I don't believe in legacies. We're just going to be dead.
It's gonna be dead.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing after that. Like, you're gone. You're off the face of the earth. There's nothing about legacy because you're just dead.
She's like, for real.
I've never
And I'm
heard
like,
that before.
She handled that very well.
Just a 14-year-old. Just, we're going to die and there's nothing else to life. Like,
God
whoa.
bless him.
Calm down, dude. Well, he slapped Jake Paul last night.
Yeah, did you guys see that? And Jake Paul did not react. He
Because he
was
couldn't see
calm
it
and
coming.
cool.
He's never seen
and
hands
his
that
neck
fast.
like got turned over. I saw somebody breaking down the video.
Okay, all
You
right.
could see somebody breaking down the video this morning. It was like
Yeah.
breaking down how like, no, that got to Jake Paul. He didn't react because he was stunned.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think he was like, I don't know. He did tweet that it was an honor to get slapped by Mike Tyson.
Yeah, but then he called him a biatch.
Yeah, he did.
And he said he didn't
wants to
feel
kill
it.
him.
And then he, I believe, said it's time for Mike Tyson to die. That's like, quote.
great
That's how he said.
entertainment for today.
I hate the Paul brothers.
Me too.
I have no idea about them outside of this fighting stuff that they've been doing, and they strike me as dum-dums that have made a lot of money for all the wrong reasons.
I believe they were rich kids
Well,
too growing up. No.
Big Maple's kind of the fight guy, right? Like he's
MMA. He's big with the
but
MMA.
I think that
he crushes his UFC bets.
Yes.
I know. Like, absolute crushes.
and
his
he
UFC
says,
bets.
unfortunately, Jake Paul will be the winner.
No, big man.
Now, if this goes to a decision, this is a sham.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's just no way. My concern, my actual legitimate concern, is Mike Tyson's fitness. Now, you said I think they dropped the rounds.
2-minute rounds, only 8 rounds. So he doesn't have to go 12.
So
free.
if he can come out, like I've spent the last couple nights watching old Mike Tyson videos, and it is scary.
Spinal.
Yeah, it's spinal.
Spinal.
He
I
broke my back. But that was the mystery athlete of the day yesterday was Razor Ruddock, Canadian fighter who was supposed to fight Mike Tyson in Edmonton.
I watched last night the CBC story of him being in Edmonton and training and stuff. And
at the Hotel Mac.
And he was supposed to stay at the Mayfield Inn.
Edmonton.
Going to Edmonton, play Spinal in 3.
I think Mike Tyson's
Too good.
trainers will be smart enough to know don't use up all your stamina in the first couple of rounds.
Well, it's going to be Jake
got
Paul
it.
running around mainly.
If Jake Paul starts running around, that's a good sign for Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
If Jake Paul leans into this, then it's a good sign for Mike Tyson.
If Jake Paul doesn't learn how to protect his head, it's a good sign for Mike Tyson. Because that's one of his biggest things when you look at the other fights. He's not protecting himself enough. And if he leaves his head open,
He did.
Tyson's getting him.
How many cycles of roids have the Paul brothers done, by the way? Like, seriously.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Seriously.
He's insane.
But he trains a lot.
Yes, and I I commend him for that. Doesn't take away from the fact he's an idiot.
That, and there was a reporter that has now asked him twice, and Jake Paul won't answer. He says, "Okay, Jake Paul, when you want to be taken as a serious boxer, when are you going to fight someone seriously?
It's not a serious boxer.
When are you going to fight someone that's in your weight class, that's a current, solid boxer, not a 58-year-old or not an MMA guy? And he won't answer the question.
Didn't he knock out Nate Diaz?
Not
He's
a boxer.
savage?
He's not a boxer.
Yeah,
He's
but
an
he's
MMA
still
guy.
a fighter.
But boxing's different than MMA.
I understand, but he's still a fighter.
But it's not boxing. It's a spectacle at that point. Nate Diaz hasn't been trained his whole life through professionally learning how to box. There's a big difference when it comes to that. You could be a great long drive hitter for golf, and you could go on the Golf Channel and do long drive. Those guys don't do it well on the PGA Tour.
That's my friend Brent Mulick. Literally did that. He was the Canadian junior long drive champion. You put him on the course, and he was all over the place.
People said that about McGregor when he was going up against Mayweather. Well, he fought for all these years, but it's not boxing. And what we saw happen, and I'll keep going to this, is Floyd Mayweather knocked him out. Floyd Mayweather didn't knock out guys. Floyd Mayweather was a guy that took you the distance in the most boring fights ever, and he won by a decision. But he knocked out Conor McGregor, who was more in his prime, because he's not a true boxer. Nate Diaz didn't train as a boxer, and they fought in a boxing ring. Let's see Jake Paul go into an MMA ring, an octagon with Nate Diaz, and see what happens.
It wouldn't even be close.
And I said, any boxer getting in an MMA ring would get destroyed by an MMA fighter. Wouldn't even be close.
See, the thing is, we've seen this before where these things get hyped and hyped and hyped, and then it's just a dud.
Yeah.
I'm worried about
hope
the
that's
dud
not-
effect.
Like the Roy Woods fight, right?
Well,
They were
yeah,
hugging each other
like
in one
Mayweather fought Conor, or was it
Well, there's the Mayweather.
Mayweather knocked out Conor McGregor, but
And that was, I actually enjoyed that night. He fought Pacquiao too late.
Yeah.
They were all right. But then he also fought Logan Paul.
right,
And that was an utter sham.
that was terrible. Yeah,
it
that
made-
one.
It was awful.
And it made
in Miami.
bank, right? Like it made monster money. That's why these guys are doing that. And so the
Well,
reporter,
I think it's like 40 million to 20 million. 40
Right.
million for Jake Paul.
amazing payday, right? And
40
like,
million.
yeah, and so,
Mike Tyson only 20 million, I think.
but that's the thing with the Paul brothers. Like they're marketing wizards.
They are.
They've turned their stupidity into literal dollars.
That's how they got famous.
Yes.
And the net worth of Jake Paul is 80 million, and Mike Tyson's is 10 mil, which is
Well,
quite
Mike
low.
Tyson went bankrupt.
Yeah. He said he's
it's
not doing it for
expensive
the money
maintaining
either.
tigers.
Of course
in
he
your
says
backyard.
that. You're not going to sit there and say that. I don't trust any of these guys.
Also, he was wearing Versace European briefs yesterday.
Versailles.
And Because it looks dope,
yeah,
right?
for
It
a
looks dope.
58-year-old, no,
Yeah.
that's terrible. That's very uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah, his little Speedo.
Yeah, Versace briefs.
Versace?
Versace.
Oh, Versace.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say,
Oh,
that's
no.
like where's Versace?
Versace,
Who says
Gucci,
Versace?
Gookie.
Or is that just
Levis.
That's good. That's
thank you.
good.
I think
that.
Fat Joe, Big Pun, I believe, were like at a club in Harlem.
This sounds like a joke.
No,
He's setting something
Fat
up.
Joe and Big Pung walk into a bar,
Boom.
through a huge door with a huge golfer.
so they were at the club, and they were getting kicked out by like some 6'6" bouncer.
Yeah.
And I think like Fat Joe was just like, no, like he's just like, I can't take this bouncer. Like I know I can't. And then all of a sudden he sees like Mike Tyson roll in, take off his Gucci loafers, and then brawl this guy 6'6" bouncer. And the bouncer was like,
Night.
night, yeah.
Was Jelly
Basically-
Roll there since Fat?
Jelly Roll's
Joe.
coming to Edmonton.
I can't stand
And Rogers too.
Yeah, I don't
Edmonton, Calgary.
understand
And Tate
it.
McRae's coming to Edmonton.
Yeah, your best
Rogers
friend.
Place. Tate McRae.
Oh, Tate McRae.
I'm surprised she's already big enough for Rogers. It must be a smaller.
No Oilers to date.
It must be a
unfortunately.
20,000 seat, like a smaller venue. They must be doing a smaller design. She's not big enough for an arena show. I
She's
don't
too
think.
Calgary for me. I don't know. It's just a joke.
No, she's quite a small, petite woman, but I know she's not big enough for the rectal.
Beautiful woman.
I love
I don't
how
know what
this
she looks
joke
like.
is being threaded
I just
through
don't
the
know the
early
song.
parts of the show.
I know that she's got that song X's. My daughters sing that sometimes.
Okay, that's cute.
My daughters are quite the songwriters now.
Are they Swifties by any chance?
No.
Did you see this garbage yesterday?
What
Why is it
garbage?
garbage?
Taylor Swift arrives to T-Dot,
Yeah.
that's Toronto, the 6, and there's like a bunch of police cars escorting her.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Excuse me?
What do you
You're not
mean?
the queen. Who the hell are you?
She's
Well-
the queen
Does
of
that?
pop music.
Some would say she's more popular than the Queen right now.
Ugh, she's
Yeah,
so
and
mid.
alive.
It's just like this mob mentality. She's
That's
so
pretty
mid.
important too,
She
for
can't
popularity.
dance. The
Yeah.
songs are all poppy. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense.
Talking to some of the Oilers staff last night, they got Taylor Swift tickets for tonight. They're very, very excited.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I guess it's a 3.5-hour concert though.
It's something about eras and like they have to
All of her
dress
eras.
as like an era. I have no idea.
Yo,
I don't know
Well,
Which
she,
is cool.
she does things in different
I like
eras, and
the
she has different clothing for her different
This
eras.
sounds eerily reminiscent to my conversation last night. That I'm like, what are you talking about?
Like, how long has this tour been going on for?
This is the end.
It seems like 7 years.
Jasmine,
Like,
if you were
guys
making
are
a
hearing about-
bill, would you not do the exact same thing?
Yes, I would.
Thank you.
I'm
I
fine
would
with
fight Mike
the.
Tyson for this much money.
You would win.
I'm fine with the escort for her, just because she is like it. Everyone wants a piece of Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Not me.
And you don't want to be the place that all of a sudden something bad happened to Taylor Swift in your city.
You don't want a Borat situation.
So I'm more than okay with it because everyone's going to be paying attention to Taylor Swift, and everyone's watching those flights and when the Swift jet lands and stuff. Hashtag Swifty jet.
Yeah.
Not me.
I think
I say no more of this content on my ex. That's
I
the
wish she
o-
came to Edmonton.
No, we had this discussion.
I
It'd be great
want her
for
in
our
Edmonton.
economy.
And then sad that the tour is over and she's not in. She didn't have a Commonwealth date on this. I'm very sad by that.
too,
And
actually.
hopefully the next time she does a tour, she chooses Edmonton and we get 3 or 4 shows here in Edmonton.
And then she gets a banner at Rogers Place.
Even though she plays at Commonwealth.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
That'd be wonderful. No, I just would love that. Just we're gonna move it inside Rogers.
Actually, speaking of concerts at Rogers Place, I saw Lindy from William Huff yesterday. She was putting up some Bruce Springsteen stuff inside the bowels of Rogers Place.
Because that's Tuesday, I think.
Yeah.
And he puts on like a 3-hour show. I've heard
that
his
would be
show is
cool.
amazing.
That would be cool to see too. I'm not going to lie, I don't care about Taylor Swift, but I would like to go to her concert.
See, I don't know if I'd want to go to her concert.
I wouldn't go out of my way to, but if I had the opportunity, I'd go.
If someone
like, I
gave me
saw her.
free tickets, I would go.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would. I'm not
think
even.
you're so
I'm dead
anti-
serious. Yes.
But that's not anti-Taylor Swift.
No,
that's
it's
just you
I
don't
would,
care.
I can think of 500 things I'd rather do with my 5 hours from the time you go for dinner and then you go to the
7
show
hours.
and then you go sit through
Yeah.
3 hours of her talking about her ex-boyfriends and then go home after. No, thank you.
See, I just would like to experience and see what it
actually makes
is.
me
I
sick.
respect that though.
And I would say that like there's very few artists that I would get like, oh my gosh, this is happening. Like I would take you up on Springsteen in a heartbeat. That would do it for me. That would move the needle. Taylor Swift does not for me. Now,
Yeah.
I'm saying this respectfully because, I mean, she's killing it. Like, whatever she's done, whatever kind
Yeah.
of secret spice she puts in her music that makes these girls and adults and people go crazy.
Yes.
Kudos to her for that. I don't know what it is, but, you know, just because you don't like her music, and there is a lot of Taylor shaming because I think that's just out of pure jealousy
Natural
or
spite.
yeah, just a general spite, but you got to give her credit. She's doing a really good
I had
things.
a
She's got a great marketing
32-year-old
machine.
woman yesterday go absolutely turn into a 16-year-old girl going, I did my nails, I'm doing this era, and this is what my outfit's gonna be, and it's gonna be reflective of this, and it's gonna be so much fun tomorrow. And I was just like, what are you talking about? She's like, do you not know Taylor's eras? And I was like, I have no idea what that is.
Was she a little delulu?
And then no, she's
That's a Swiftie
very
fan.
professional.
They
and then
cry at
another
those
lady
shows.
comes by and she's like, okay, we need to talk about tomorrow's concert. And I was like, okay, I gotta go because these are like two 30-year-old women that are very professional, excellent at what they do, turning into 14-year-old girls.
I'm jealous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm jealous. This is why I'm here.
Jealous of what?
I wish I liked Taylor Swift.
that
I
part.
wish I was part of this psycho mid clan. I wish, but I'm not. I don't like it.
That's
I,
okay. You're you.
I want to be that person and be like, I need to go. Like I went to the Cup. I want to spend $3,000 to watch this chick.
Oh, I could go without.
Yeah.
Like I wish I had that passion for her.
But you
'cause
went
she's
to the
such a big
Stanley
deal
Cup
in this
final. You went to
generation.
Game 7.
I could
Yeah.
go
I'd
without.
take that over Taylor.
Yeah, I
Swift.
went
Well,
to
yeah,
any
I'm
day.
not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to go if somebody offered me tickets. Like, hey, I got an extra ticket. I'd be like, yeah, I'll go experience it.
I would actually pay, but not
I
like
wouldn't
more than
pay
face value.
No, I wouldn't
Yeah,
pay.
yeah, not more than
I
face
went.
value.
I did it. I saw it. It was great.
It's not my music.
I went to Carrie Underwood. I'm glad I did. I know 4 songs maybe. Maybe. She forgot lyrics of her song when she was here. I had a great time.
Like concerts, concerts are awesome. So you don't necessarily have to be a big fan of that person
Yeah.
as long as they put on a really great show.
Agreed.
And I understand Taylor Swift puts on a great show. I just don't love all this hypeness and this like it being thrown in my face all the time. And now it was thrown into football because of, Kelsey and stuff. So I think that's where my hate started.
I get it. What do you think of her outfits to football now? She's very business-like the other day. I liked it.
I liked it too. I liked it.
Yeah. Respect.
She'll be there on Sunday.
Yeah, she will. She's flying
She's got
out
a
of town.
pause in her
Yeah.
concert. She plays today or yesterday, today, tomorrow. Then
Against
she's
the
off for a few
Bills.
days. So she'll be there for Bills Chiefs.
And there's some controversy with the ref. Did you guys hear about this?
Go on.
The ref, which I forgot to get all the information, but
Maddie will get it.
the ref is every game that he's reffed with the Chiefs, he's been a little bit favoring the Chiefs there with some of the calls.
With the calls?
Yeah.
Interesting.
There's actually a stat for the calls, but I don't have them up.
They are the best team. Defending champions.
They're lucky. They're a lucky team. Everything has been by like one turnover.
Good to be lucky, lucky to be good. When you're good, you get the breaks and luck's on your side.
Yeah.
That'll be a fun game. I'm sad it's at 2:30 or whatever.
Yeah, I know.
Because by the time the Grey Cup's kicking off, the game won't be over, and I'll be watching the Grey Cup.
Yeah.
I'm all for Grey Cup. By the way, great to have Jerry on the morning show with the boys. And I know they're putting in long hours and the great crew over at Spirit of Edmonton representing our city at the festival, as always. I am all for moving Grey Cup to Saturday.
Yeah, me too.
I love it.
Yeah, me too.
I
It's a
like
no-brainer.
Tradition.
No,
Yeah.
this
Super
is something.
Bowl moving it.
And I
same
also
thing.
want to add that there's
Super Bowl could be
discussion
moved
about
too.
changing the rouge.
We all got work the next day.
What do you mean discussion about changing? We're not
Well,
getting into
Naylor
that today.
and Farhan were talking about it.
they're talking about
and
this
the
discussion.
league will be discussing it.
Yeah, they
Not
were-
that it's going to change,
Yeah,
but
they won't change
the
it.
movement has begun.
Yeah, they won't change it.
Get rid of that crap.
They won't change it.
It's awful.
They're just going to appease you that they're going to have those conversations, but
Belzy.
nothing will happen. Belzy wants to modify it, not get rid of it.
No, he wants to get rid of it.
No,
I'll speak for him.
Yes, we just had it a couple days. He wants to modify it where it's if you don't take it out, the ball goes to the 5, not a single point. That's a modification.
Get rid of it. Grey Cup Saturday. I'm all for Grey Cup Saturday.
It's going to get lost. People then be like, oh, but the Oilers are playing the Leafs. How am I going to watch the Grey Cup?
Hambone said,
Hey, people aren't going to watch the Grey Cup over Hockey Night in Canada.
Yes, they will.
No, they won't. Like that you're going up
Hockey Night in
against.
Canada is right.
It depends on
But
the match. right?
it's gonna. You're going up against the Toronto Maple Leafs game at that point, And right off the bat, you're definitely losing the Toronto market. You can't move it to Saturday unless you're going to get a commitment from the NHL that they're not going to play major games on the Saturday. You're not going to do that.
Grey Cup 2015. We're in Toronto with the Oilers.
You're not competing against the NHL, though.
Yeah,
100% you are.
We go out
Competing
to Wayne
more.
Gretzky's
Against the NFL.
to watch the Grey Cup. They don't even have it on, and the bartender and the waiter were like, "Can we please have the Grey Cup on?" They're like, "What?" We're like, "Grey Cup, please." Like, you know, the big game, and they're like, "Oh, that's today." Sure. And they had some like random. I can't remember. It was like a crappy NFL game, and they had some basketball on, and they didn't have TSN Grey Cup on, and we were the only ones there watching it. It was we had like 15 people there, and Jack Michaels got cut off, which was hilarious because he was very loud. We all had a lot of beverages that night, but that was 10 years ago, and they did not even care for the Grey Cup. That's Toronto in a nutshell.
Sure, but TV wise, you can't go up against Hockey Night in Canada. It's just that is just a ridiculous decision to
But
make.
Maddie, they have 3 games at 5 o'clock, and they're all not worth watching. They're all regional games, essentially.
for hockey.
Yes.
But like the Hockey Night in Canada broadcast right off the bat, the Leafs are going to get like 1.5 million or something. You can't
Let
go up
them have
against
it.
that. Like when you're in that window of 4:30 or something, yeah, there's still some NFL, but it's coming to an end. And you're going up then, if anything, against one Sunday nighter. And that Sunday nighter is going to have, there's going to be people that just watch the NFL or something, but it's not like there's allegiances across this country for those specific teams that are playing in the Sunday nighter. You've got allegiances. If it's this weekend, it's Oilers Leafs versus Argos
the Grey
versus
Cup at 2
Bombers.
o'clock.
Well, and that's why you do it on Sunday. You can't play a championship game at 2 o'clock. No championship game's done at 2 o'clock. And that's like right off the bat, Oilers Leafs or Bombers Argos. What are
Bombers,
people watching?
Argos.
No, people
Unless
are watching
I'm working
Oilers Leafs in
Oilers
this
Leafs.
country. That's going to be a massive number. And so you can't go up against Hockey Night in Canada. That is an institution of this country.
Well, you
And
can
right
make
off
sure
the
it's
bat,
not two Canadian teams playing each other and two of the larger Canadian markets. You know, you could at least avoid that.
You can't because you need the NHL to agree to that.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Why
saying.
did the NHL do that?
They don't
scheduled-
acknowledge the CFL.
They scheduled
Okay.
the Canucks game on Grey Cup Sunday in Vancouver. The NHL doesn't care about the Canadian Football League. So right off the bat, like I get the wanting to move it to Saturday to a degree because you want the Sunday off then afterwards.
Yeah.
But in the end, you now have to go up against Hockey Night in Canada. And I'm sorry, the CFL is losing to Hockey Night in Canada, or at the very least, you are now minimizing the pool of audience that you can go grab.
I think that's shifting.
But that doesn't really change on a Sunday where
100%
you're
it
up
does.
against Sunday night football or you're up against afternoon NFL football.
Right.
That's a big
Because
deal.
afternoon NFL football is not pulling it over 1.5 million people. Hockey Night in Canada is pulling
I don't know
1.5
the
million
numbers,
people. Well,
but, yeah.
that's Hockey Night in
But
Canada is
Grey
pulling
Cup-
1.5 or so. Like when the Leafs are playing on, that's over 1 million people watching that CBC broadcast / Rogers.
That,
Well,
the
the
Grey Cup
NFL
had like
is not getting
16
that
million
one, so-
people at least watch a part of it that day across the country.
You know what I do know, though? I do know that the East and West finals combined to have a 1.43 or something like
Yeah.
that, which
That's
was the
huge.
highest since 2016.
Yeah.
Which blew out the water, both 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock CBC Hockey Night in Canada games.
What's
It's about
blow
$1
out the
million for
water?
game 1, and it's
It
about
blew out the night game.
Yeah, but that's an
it-
8 o'clock start.
and that's
but it
about
beat-
800 to
It
900,000.
beat out the Toronto 5 o'clock game.
That's if you add the RDS numbers.
Of course, why wouldn't you?
Because then
You
you're
don't
not-
acknowledge French people?
No, because I don't think the hockey numbers are adding in the TVA numbers, which are the French numbers. Those are adding in the Rogers numbers. I don't think those added the TVA numbers, which is also the French numbers.
Wow, another a group
So-
of people you hate on your list.
No,
is
I'm
the
just saying
French
that I
people.
don't think the hockey numbers include the French
Why do you
numbers.
hate them?
Wow, why do you assume that?
That's why. But right off the bat, you're going up against the broadcast that is pulling in over 1 million people. Okay, if you're going up against the broadcast that's only putting in 600,000 people, there's a pool of 400,000 plus that you can still go grab that aren't connected. That's the thing, and it's also like you're really only going up against really 2 games. If any, you're going up against the end of Chiefs Bills because that starts at 2:30. Grey Cup's going to kick off at 4:40. So you're going up against the end of that, and then Sunday Night Football. And I don't even know what the Sunday Nighter is this
I'm just
weekend.
there for the Jonas Brothers, man.
Yeah. Hey, that's a great get, by the way, by the CFL. And Jasmine, what are we having for hors d'oeuvres at your Grey Cup party?
Martinis.
Perfect.
Joking. I
Espresso
don't know.
martinis?
Piggies in a blanket. Is that like the
Yeah, that's great.
the go-to? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And
Delicious.
espresso martinis.
Yeah, okay. Let's go.
Legit.
I think Grey Cup parties could be revived if we do Saturday Grey Cups.
I think your whole scheduling argument doesn't. If you can explain this to me, they will schedule it every Saturday. Then the NHL might not have two good matches. It's just coincidence that it's Oilers and Toronto.
No, the NHL doesn't care about the CFL. So this is how this they're not
So
going
you're
to care about
gambling
it.
it for the next year.
But you're gambling. So like next year it might be
cares?
Leafs and whoever, but the Leafs right off the bat are getting over 1 million people.
But NFL is also taking over on Sunday.
But they're not getting over 1 million people on Canadian broadcasts. So it's the numbers. You're going up.
No, I get it. Canadians watch hockey more than
right.
football.
So you're
I get
going.
that.
So you've got a limited pool, and it's you're more likely to go take someone who the morning and most of the afternoon slate is over from the NFL. So you're not fully competing with
What
the
if-
NFL
what
that day.
if they
Whereas
tried it?
you would have to go head to head with the NHL.
What if they tried it?
I think.
And then if they fail, it looks awful.
Then they
Or
just go
when
back
they
to
fail.
Sunday the next time.
And now you're running. Now you
You're
look
also
like
testing. It's also 2024. Can't we just go
Or-
outside the box?
Or
once in a
you
while?
stand there as a league and you stand firm and go, this was our day for 111 years. This is our day. We don't need to move it around.
So Jonas
We're
Brothers.
confident in ourselves. That's what I was finishing.
Jonas
Sorry.
Brothers.
I hope Priyanka will be there.
Who's that?
Nick Jonas's wife,
Oh.
Priyanka Chopra. She's an actress.
Okay.
I bet she would.
Yeah, I
bet
would
she
hope
would
so.
too.
It's a great
It's
party.
Vancouver. It's like South Asian people there, so I'm sure she would be.
And it's Vancouver. I saw like images. I think it was Farhan who had it, or somebody. CFL 3 Down Nation, one or the other. But they had like kids all over the Grey Cup Festival in Lions gear, which I'm
Oh.
like, that's fantastic.
Yeah, my cousins actually attended. They had like a big party yesterday outside. In downtown for the Grey Cup, where they had like little locals and such performing.
Yes.
and it looked really fun.
It's Canada's kitchen party.
Yeah. Well, okay.
That's the beauty of it.
So Maddie and I were discussing this yesterday. It's like, it sucks that we couldn't all go as EST.
Next year.
And next time I will help you guys plan this. I understand Vancouver hotels are expensive, but we could have got a nice Airbnb.
No, it would have been way too pricey.
But we're planning for next
I
year.
was looking, for next year, for this year, like it was going to cost us like, I think $5,000.
Next year's in Winnipeg.
Go. You know what? Going to Winnipeg,
couldn't
first of all,
afford
get that out of the way.
5,000.
I've
For
had
us,
a
we
lot
couldn't
of
afford
fun in
$5,000.
Winnipeg.
It is expensive.
People make fun of Winnipeg, and like, listen, it's half the size of Edmonton, but I've always had a good time there. And if it's the Grey Cup Festival, you know that city's going to be pumping. It's a good time.
Oh,
I stand by
love
it.
Winnipeg.
I think it'd be awesome. I think we would have a epic.
I've had some great
Cup
times in
weekend there.
I
Winnipeg.
haven't been, but I want to go. I hear the people there are really
They are
delightful.
lovely.
Yeah.
It's cold as balls, but it's nice. It's fun. It's fun. It's a lot of fun there.
Something to think about.
And the thing though is, it doesn't matter what city it's in. The city could be trash overall. If you just hang out at Grey Cup Festival, you're gonna have a great time.
That's a good point.
But like,
That's-
there's no city in the CFL that's trash. I mean, the two that would
have you
come to
been
mind
two
would
and a
be
half an hours down south?
Hamilton.
I
or
don't want to.
Winnipeg.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Just kidding.
I don't want to. I don't want to go
lovely.
there.
Calgary's like a very nice city.
I'm not
You
going
It
can't
is
after
a
say
nice
that.
Calgary.
town.
It's not Calgary. I want to go after. I'm not.
You
go there.
like Hamilton's nice.
Eh.
Hamilton's really nice. Have you been to Hamilton downtown?
I've heard things of Hamilton that I do not.
No,
want to
Hamilton
go to on the show.
is not bad. Like
So now we're down to not bad.
no. From what
We've gone from nice
no,
to-
okay, it's great. From what you would expect or not know, Hamilton's a party, man. It is.
Interesting.
Belzy played there. I'll have to ask him.
Yeah, that's where they hosted the Vanya there for a couple of years. So we'd go out there.
Because McMaster was so good for so long.
Yeah.
They're not as good as they once were.
No, I don't even know who is it. Western or
Western
Laurier?
strong.
Laurier's pretty strong this
Laurier,
year.
I think it's Laurier that's in the Final Four right now.
Yeah.
I think.
Is there, Dr. John, is there bottle service at Jasmine's Grey Cup party?
Yeah, of course. Of course. And
Absolutely.
sparklers.
You know what? Actually, I was thinking about this. I had a really busy week and a half, but I was considering doing a watch party at my place, but I had no time to get groceries and alcohol and do all that stuff. So maybe next big boxing fight, we could do that.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm in.
There is no next big box. Actually, no. Fury Usyk is
Pessimist.
the next big one.
When is it?
I don't know actually. When the rematch is.
Yeah, but this one is just fun because it's just
So you want the spectacle. You don't want a boxing fight.
yes. This is why we were watching, aren't we?
Because we want to
I'm
see
having a watch party at my house
Paul
tonight.
lose.
Are you?
Yeah,
That must be lovely.
it's gonna be massive.
Yeah.
Laurier?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
huge.
awesome.
Laurier Bishops,
50 people.
Laval, Regina.
Oh, it's gonna be a rager.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Of course, Laval's in there.
Wait,
So
you're going
Laurier,
golfing? Aren't
Laval.
you gonna watch the fight?
Laurier, yeah, Laval's gonna kick the
I'll
what out
probably be
of.
golfing.
Wow, I'm so excited
sim
about
place?
this fight.
CCT.
Oh,
Is that the one by the Ramada?
Yep.
Yeah.
I was there last weekend. It was
are
awesome.
you a CCT member?
Yeah, my uncle got me a membership.
Oh,
It was
okay.
awesome.
Well, we've got one of our listeners, Yeski. Is it Travis? I don't want to say. I think it's Travis.
He's with CCT?
Yeah, he's. I always forget the course. It's the
Sandpiper.
no South Edmonton.
Bread.
Because there's Sandpiper, there's
Okay.
Ravencrest. They've had it so much. They have
Whitetail.
Goose, they have Redtail, they have Whitetail, they have Montgomery, but then it's like River Ridge or something.
That's on
It's
the
like
river.
what- yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, River Ridge.
Is it- I
yeah,
think that's
right by
CCT.
Windermere.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's
it's
CCT, and I
west.
think
Yeah.
that's where he is. One of our
River
nasties.
Ridge is a really underrated course.
I've never golfed that one.
I have golfed
It's
there.
fun.
I've golfed every
It's
other
alright.
one that they
I
have,
like it.
but I
It's
never
Much better
golfed
than
that one.
Edmonton Springs, I'll tell you that much.
I like it. I like River Ridge. It's
And you're on the water. Like I know,
Yeah,
'cause it's
you're
right
on-
there.
you
Because
are.
like
Yeah.
there's the Windermere private course is right, like just
It's the
south
same
of it
course.
too.
Well, Windermere is obviously quite a bit
Windermere's-
more manicured.
But it's just south of it, I think.
just,
like it's right.
just north of it, actually.
Okay.
It's closer to the bridge, to the Henday Bridge, or the Henway. as they call it.
That bridge on Ryan Meyer's Stag, we ran out of beer and we were floating down the river and we stopped for the night and we ran out of beer. So Yukon Jack's dad went on that bridge at the Henday, parked on the side. Yukon and I boated to the bridge, walked up, grabbed the beers, walked down and boated it
You
back.
guys camped on the river?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
That's
I
incredible.
slept
That's,
maybe 30 minutes that night.
yeah.
Yeah, whoa.
There would be all kinds of things that creatures,
Oh, no, it was
human and non-human, that
No,
I
it's
wouldn't
fine.
want to deal
It
with.
was like
Cold.
20 of us or something. We were good. It was summer.
Uncomfortable on the ground.
That would be fine.
It was a great time.
You wouldn't feel much.
Okay.
Safe to say. Safe to say you'd almost be floating.
But that bridge always has that spot where I got a beer drop there.
That's funny.
All right.
The back nine at River Ridge is not as nice as like the front nine's a little bit more up into the ravine or
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
side of the, what would you call that, a riverbank?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go with it. I won't challenge you on that.
Cool.
Even though you challenge everyone else's English today, I won't challenge you on that.
I'm not challenging English. I'm just looking for clarification.
You are sassy today. I like it.
Yeah. Reed's just brought it out in me.
Fantastic.
I can't get away with anything on that show, so I'm putting
loving
you all
it.
through what I have to go through every day.
I sat next to Real talking yesterday, and he had a few
Oh, he was
comments
he was
that were
ex-
just great.
He was excited to have you there.
There was one, I can't remember exactly. There was this one, though, he made a comment, and I just started laughing because it was just like the perfect response that he had. And then I can't get into some other things. We just had a good time
Yeah.
together.
He's a good hang.
It's just wonderful, just the two of us.
I
that
saw
were
you
sitting there.
guys sitting together. I was a little bit jealous.
There's a spot next to me. More than one.
I know my seat for whatever is beside Rashog and Carrie.
It's not assigned. You could go just sit
It
wherever.
is assigned.
Well,
It
they
literally
have that,
has
but
our name
There's
on
no
them.
one that's going to actually be like, "Why are you sitting in that spot?" You could absolutely move and sit
Well,
wherever.
I will tell you why I
Unless
sit
it's,
in
you
my
sit
spot.
in someone else's spot, and then they might come like, "That's my spot."
Because Shoggy, who's the media sheriff, he likes to give my spot away, and I'm like, hey, that's my spot, bruh. Respect my spot, bruh.
Yeah.
I had a nice chat with Shoggy a little bit yesterday.
Yes, he's a pleasant human being. Anyway,
Always fun.
Sorry, 1,000 point. You want to quickly talk about it? I know you're going to talk about it at 12, right?
Can I go grab my coffee?
No,
If
I'm not
everyone's
talking
okay
about
with
it.
that.
Okay.
Of course, we're going to
Okay.
go grab
So I
my
don't want
coffee.
to talk too much
yes.
about
Grab those 2 sheets of paper beside my laptop in the bullpen, please.
Can you go make me an espresso martini? while
I'll
you're at
also
it?
have an espresso martini.
We should get it like an espresso.
Can I get a sandwich?
I'll
Too?
have one of those gingerbread cookie stouts,
From a
please.
factory girl.
I have.
I want
I'm
to
gonna
take.
have one right now. Are you gonna have one?
I'm gonna take all of them home.
As you should.
Yeah.
Okay, Jasmine wants to talk about 1,000 points.
Wait, what were you talking about? Are you taking home?
Gingerbread,
Gingerbread
stout.
stout.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to take one for later.
Let's go.
Thanks for the book, buddy.
Oh, Norm.
Hello, sir.
Normand.
See that
Hello.
guy that wrote that book is the guy that signed right there, Matt Hoven
Norm's here.
He's
Norman
the-
to combine.
the
Picking
author
up a hockey
crew
priest.
of Hockey Priest.
Nice.
And Bryce's A&W gift card,
Are
which
you-
you probably won't see because
Well,
I'm
you'll-
going to go there.
Go enjoy some delicious stand-up. Are you coming to the watch party, or not watch party, but the game tomorrow?
Sticky's out of town till Monday night.
So that means you've got the green light. Sticky rice
Get
out
a
of
little
town.
sticky.
So you're coming BP Westgate, Oilers and Leafs. We get going on the air at 4 o'clock. Games at 5. Lots of great giveaways.
Don't worry, Big U can I'll be there.
You guys want that cooler, don't you? There's a
Oh,
cooler,
Big Uke.
speaker, bunch of Bauer stuff. It's going to be awesome.
Big U likes
Oh,
coming
I
at
know
me.
what's.
I'll get you a GC. You know a guy.
It's the holiday spirit.
Yeah.
All right, Norm.
We'll just leave it at that.
Come on, you didn't get an invite
To what?
to the watch party.
Come to the game. It's not a
What a
watch
watch
party.
party?
It's just come to the game
The
tomorrow.
BP.
Why do you have to get
It's my
invited to
dad's
everything?
birthday.
It's just
I know,
open.
right?
You just go.
I know. I really need to feel like I'm part of this team and just be like, I'm
Yeah.
coming. Or
Yeah,
I don't
come.
even tell you because I'll just show up.
Just come out. It's going to be a good time. It's an
have-
early game.
I might come after. I have plans. My
Okay.
cousin's in town.
Like I'm not staying there all night, but
Yeah.
we'll be off there probably like 9 o'clock.
So she goes with, why didn't you invite me? And then I don't even know if I can come.
Yeah, you flip flopped on a couple of things. Like,
Like-
no watch party for the
I
fight. Couldn't get groceries.
That's the truth.
I think you're just fibbing.
speaking
You're
out
fibbing.
loud. Okay.
So yesterday on the Reed Wilkins show, we took predictions
It's from 3 to 6, Monday through Friday, right here in Edmonton Sports.
on who and or how McDavid was going to get his 1,000th point. And actually, the only two people that got it right
The
were
only
two women, Joelle and Michelle.
Nice.
Right on.
Nailed it.
clicks. And it clicks.
Joelle said, "Well, she put a time in, but I'm gonna say that doesn't really matter."
Time's tricky.
She said Draisaitl to McDavid for a goal
Good call.
at the 5-minute mark, and Michelle R said Boosh to Dry to McDavid. So I'm gonna say, like,
That
she
was
almost
close.
got the
That was
whole
close.
Trinity.
And
That
she
was
had it-
close. If
yeah.
she got that would. So I'm gonna give both of them, and you know what the prize was?
A shout out.
Reed's unconditional love.
Oh yeah, that's the best prize of all.
Yeah, I've been trying to get that for a long time.
It shows.
Yeah. So yeah, that was wow. That's cool.
Is Reed okay with you saying that on the Hangout?
What? We'll talk about it on the show
okay,
too.
Just making sure.
You know, Matt, a lot of people that listen to the Hangout and vice versa don't necessarily listen to other shows. There's some people that only listen from 3 to 6 that might not be listening today from 9 to 11.
Valid.
Yeah, it's an industry thing. Don't worry, you'll get it, kid.
I think I've told you that before.
I think you have.
I think that one was for me.
you've said exactly that.
Yeah.
It's showbiz, baby.
This is the EST Hangout. Portions of this are brought to you by the High Product Marketing, official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Stock, promotional products that bring the buzz. Check them out at highproductmarketing.com. The store orders have gone in. So everything should be, I will say, actually, no, they don't ship through Canada Post. So everything should be on or shipped before December 15th. So they are good. Canada Post is having a strike. When it comes to Nasty Club bundles, I got the shirts. Waiting on the socks, waiting on the scarves, waiting on the Pel pins. Once I get all those, I could get everything and sort them out, let people know when to pick up. And for those that paid for the shipping, ship it off to you. Just a heads up on the shipping, because there is a Canada Post strike. I will try to ship, if I can, with other companies to get things out there. But if there are, like, I know Canada Post goes to places that some of those places don't go to. If you are one of those places, we will probably have to just wait till you get your package, unfortunately. So heads up on that.
Can I
But hopefully
add
that
to
gets.
this?
Go for it.
What do they call it? Canada strike.
It is strike.
So my
Work
wife
action?
ships a lot through her business that goes directly through Canada Post. Like, she's there every day. So she goes to the small town post office in Ardrossan, where you know the person. You get to know this lady. And so
Tracy!
yeah, right.
April!
She asked, like, what's gonna happen when this strike happens? So she showed her a letter from Canada Post, said that service will not be disrupted all that much. There might be minor interruptions, but it's not like an all-out strike.
I thought, that's good to know, because what I thought I read or saw was that it's like essential things will, like,
No, it's
your
roll-
checks or
it's-
things
it's-
like that. They are going to get those done. Like if you were
Right.
like if you're on any sort of program or something, you need your money. Or
Yeah.
like, they're going to keep that going. But the other stuff might be
From what
impacted,
she
so.
said, they're going to keep, like, it'll be slower, yes,
Okay.
but it's not an all-out. And that's an interesting topic right there, Matthew.
What is that, Jason?
Canada Post, the relevancy of Canada Post. And I'm not saying that mail is obsolete or not necessary, but you think, like, Canada Post has lost millions of dollars, and now they're asking for a raise. Now, I'm not in that negotiation. I don't know
actually read about
if
that
they're
today.
underpaid or whatnot. I mean, obviously we know the nurses are going to be asking for a strike or going on strike. The teachers sound like they're going to be going on strike this spring. And I know a little bit more about those because I know people in those industries and sectors. And yeah, like teachers are behind pace grossly.
Yeah.
Same as nurses. They're just trying to get what is due and what should be, a fairly simple negotiation. Now, who knows? But this here is different because this is not a private corporation. This is owned by the Canadian government. And
Are
it's
there
losing
any
money.
conspiracy theories about the Post by any chance? I'm sure there are.
I don't know, but you think, you used to get your EPCOR bill in the mail. Now it's emailed to you. Well, that's 65 cents out of Canada Post's pocket. Times that by however money, that applies to. And yeah, you can see that you're almost supporting something that is not obsolete at all, but it's a dying business.
It's changed.
Yes.
Like AM radio.
So I found this on Reddit.
AMs.
Somebody said
Fading.
that they work like 40 hours a week consistently and they are not eligible for health benefits, pension, or vacation time because they're a casual relief worker over 2 years. So that they're just asking for more protections and offers of permanent placement for the casual relief. They're looking for a small increase in wages spread out over many years. Don't know what small increase means though. That might be small. For everyone else, it might be a little bit different. They're asking for the creation of more permanent jobs so that more people can have access to benefits. They're wanting to get rid of the efficiency management system that is outdated and needs reworking. They're asking for pension protections for employees who've been there for a long time, as well as pensions for new employees to remain fair and balanced. And apparently, it's all in line with what modern job standards are, is what they're looking for.
Oh, that sounds
Now,
fair.
the one thing I would say about Canada Post, we're the only I kind of know where you're going with a little bit, Jay. Where do we need Canada Post necessarily?
Yes.
The only I think it's the small rural parts. That's why
Yeah.
we need Canada Post.
Because-
Urban centers, I don't think we need Canada Post for an urban center anymore.
Well,
you could get FedEx, you could use Pure Lighter. There's a lot of ways to get things going,
And
but it's the smaller ones.
mail carriers, postmen, postwomen, like it's not door to door essentially anymore. I know
boxes.
there's some areas that it's the boxes. You're basically you got a case full of mail, you go to the box. You're not walking door to door delivering as much as they used to, or if at all. I don't know.
They do that still
A little bit.
in some neighborhoods.
Okay. Yeah, like older neighborhoods that don't have the box.
And Rip City Steps, sometimes you can go fly a kite. Honestly, I say things and he's like, my wife relies on Canada Post. Well, guess what? She'll find another service. There's other places you can go to do
Are
this.
you guys gonna fight? You and
Well,
Rip City
everything I say, he got me, pulled one over on me the other day, so he thinks he's my overlord.
What did he pull one over with you with?
The Henway.
You
I'll
called
talk
it the
about
Henway?
it. Yeah. No, we had an implement that showed up at the end of my driveway, a welded object. And he said he knew what that was. It's a Henway. So I said, what's a Henway? On air.
I don't know what a Henway is.
I remember this. You talked about it was a good
It's
show.
what's a hen weigh? And it was, about 7 pounds, 6'4".
I get
So
it.
now we have a whole thing on our show, the hen weigh, and
And we're talking about flying kites.
we're
Well, he was maybe just looking for some clarification on your wordage.
yeah. Well, I mean, unfortunately, that's the problem that Canada Post faces. Is there's a lot of other options.
And like I said, that's where it's, I think, just rural. Getting to the rural areas it's just Canada Post for largely. So,
Well, the good
unless
news
those
is that
other
it's
businesses
federally run, so it's probably not going anywhere,
likely not.
right? They'll just throw more money
If there's
at
one
it.
thing I'd ask for Canada Post is I shouldn't have to rely on Eric and Jay to get me flyers. I like a good flyer in my hand.
If we start getting flyers in our mailbox, I'm
I'd be
blaming you.
thrilled. I would be thrilled. The PV Mart flyer you gave me
Yeah,
yesterday.
it's
Eric brought me
glorious.
the last couple of weeks the Canadian Tire flyer. I absolutely
I
love
like those
a good
ones
Canadian
too.
Tire flyer.
Yeah, me too.
They're great.
I do. I like
I
it.
would love to get the Safeway and the
Yes.
Save On flyers
Yes.
again. I don't want to go on red flag
And
deals and
flip.
look
Yeah,
on them
I
on.
look on flip too. I'm
It's-
like, I have to zoom
it's
in.
not the
and
same.
Yeah, I want to see
I
everything in
want
front of
the
me.
flyer
Yeah.
in front of me.
Hold it.
I brought
Compare.
in 2 PV Mart flyers for Maddie yesterday, and he was through the roof.
I brought them back today just in case anyone wanted them. I didn't know
He's
if
a
they were on the back or
90-year-old man
something.
in a 32-year-old man's body.
33.
I went to
33
PV Mart yesterday, actually.
Did you? I don't think I've ever actually been in PV Mart. I
I've
was
never
thinking
been
about
to
that.
PV
But he
Mart.
wants the flyer.
What is
yeah.
it?
Oh, I just love a good flyer. There's nothing
PV
wrong.
Mart's like It's like a
Wrong with
dollar
you?
store?
Canadian Tire.
Oh.
But it's more geared towards, like, you can get chicken feed, horse feed.
Okay.
You can get pellets for your smoker. You can get tools. You can
Oh.
get work clothes, work gear. You can get oil, motor oil, bird feed.
Okay.
Like, it's kind of a rural
supermarket
Canadian
kind
Tire.
of thing? Okay. Okay.
Yeah. PV Mart.
Neat.
I love
All right.
PV Mart.
Long live Flyers. Bring them to the Ultima condos.
Do not bring them to the Ultima condo.
You could drop them off at my place. I'll read them twice.
What is there? So what you can't say in your personalized mailbox that you would prefer to have?
No,
I
we don't
have a
get them.
sticker that says no flyers.
Do you?
Yeah.
In your mailbox?
Yeah.
Oh, mine
Yeah,
don't.
that's usually how you notify the mail person is that you put a sticker in there.
No, we don't get them.
Well, check if you have a sticker in your mailbox.
No, I don't have one. And it's like, and over my 8 years there, whatever it's been now, like there's times where like there's been a stretch where I was getting like Save On Food flyers and a couple of others. And then it stopped. And then I started getting like these other flyers. And then it stopped. And I'm just like, well, I want the damn flyers. Give me the damn flyers. I think it was Wednesdays. Wednesdays growing up, that was the big flyer day in the newspaper. I think it was. Where you open up the newspaper and in the middle was a stack of flyers to get you set for the weekend and stuff. I think it was Wednesdays. They were great.
I have one caveat. I like when I get the Costco flyer,
Yeah.
the booklet,
Yeah.
Costco savings.
Okay, you want to hear about the biggest joke going?
Before you do that, long live the wish book.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Is that
you
gone?
know,
Oh, years.
Yeah,
Well,
you-
Sears is gone.
you know why.
Oh,
Seriously.
yeah.
You
yeah.
know why that was nice for young boys to look at.
Oh, you want to go there? I liked it for the toys. I would circle stuff for the toys as Santa.
Oh, this is the same guy that gets Playboy for the articles. All
I
right.
was too young. When did the wish book end?
Great reading.
I was a kid.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes you get like those flyers. You'd be like, oh,
Wish book and okay.
Lovely
But
set
what
of
were you gonna
underwear.
go say?
Well, now you got me fired up about. We have fired up today. Maybe I'll be fired up about that.
fired up Friday. I like
Yeah.
this.
I'm not gonna
It
enjoy
is.
lunch right now.
I like it.
Okay. There's a company out there. I'm not going to say that because
Edmonton Sports Talk.
no, but there's a big company that I
Edmonton
actually
Sports
got my zip up caddy outfit from.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
Where I got the big catalog from.
Yes, they ship out catalogs that are probably 1,000 pages thick. They're like a white pages
I got
thickness.
it on my desk right now.
Yeah, they ship them out like they're giving away free candy. You know how much those would cost to make? And you, okay, here's the thing.
So how much money
I
they're
can't
getting?
get. I
Paper
can't
is
get.
wasted.
Here, hang on. I can't get a plastic straw to sip a Slurpee. My
Exactly.
children can't get a freaking plastic straw for their Slurpee. And this Uline can send out a white pages book once a month.
Because it's recyclable.
Absolutely.
So is plastic.
Plastic's not
You don't-
recyclable.
you
The
don't
straws, I don't
like
think the
paper
straws were
straws?
recyclable. I don't
Oh,
think they
don't
were
get me
recyclable.
started on
Do they
this,
do paper
Matthew.
straws for the
Why did
Slurpees now? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Oranges
They
comparison
do.
with those two.
They force my children to enjoy the
have-
pleasures of a cream soda Slurpee with a paper straw with a spoon. They put a spoon on it.
What?
We have a plastic.
That just goes.
We have plastic straws in our over in the kitchen. Go take
what
some of those.
world are we living in?
Go take
Such
those.
cruelty.
The
His point
Uline is a great
It just
one.
shouldn't be an issue.
I love the Uline one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the paper straw that they're making you sip out of
I don't like
is
that.
in a plastic cup. Riddle me that.
I love the Uline catalog. Although they don't have some things that I'm looking at. I need to get some things from Uline, and they're not in the catalog.
Like a first
What do
aid.
you need from you?
Like a first aid
And
kit.
Uline's a ripoff.
I think first aid kit's in the book.
It is what it
I
is.
need cases for equipment.
Oh yeah, we do need that.
Oh, now all of a sudden this guy understands what I need from this. Oh, what do you need? And oh yeah, that makes a good point. Yeah,
Feisty
But that to
Maddie's
me-
awesome.
you're the one that came at me first.
That to me is egregious.
I guess today is just the fight in the air.
When you
the
compare-
fight's in the air tonight.
Yes, everyone's.
Let's go.
Everyone's ready for Tyson Ball.
Are you excited for lunch?
Oh my god.
I love this so much.
But that is to me
This
just.
gotta be like Hangout of the year. Right
There's so many
Rowdy.
stupid, absurd things that we just accept now as commonplace that I'm sorry. Like when you're sending out, and like with my wife's business, she gets her packing tape. She gets her bags that she puts her horse blankets in. She gets that from Uline. Uline sends 2 of these. Now, one for Yvonne's, which is now defunct.
We'll message them and say you don't want them.
No. Then I have to do something.
So you just want, but you
Don't send it in the first place. That's what I'm
just
saying.
do not. No, keep sending those.
I'll bring them in for you.
Well, I got them already. I would think instead of wanting to get 2, you might want to be like, yeah, Yvonne doesn't need them anymore, and then you're still going to get 1.
Oh, yeah, because I'm sure that'll be a real, hey, they'll have a number that's a direct line.
Well, let's go read that book.
Yeah.
Go grab that book.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, go show how absurd of the. Have you seen this thing?
The Uline
Uline?
books? Yes.
Well, you would get it,
yes,
right?
it comes to my workplace as well, and I said the same thing.
It's just, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
Let's complain about Taylor Swift, Uline straws, flyers.
Grey Cup on Saturdays.
Grey Cup on Saturday.
Yes.
I thought it was going to be a Mike Tyson conversation today, but this is even better.
We talked about him and his Versace underwear.
So let's go through. So we are the general manager of the School of Medical Aesthetics. That's why we
Nice.
got this.
Also got mailed. That's the basements.
No, that's up
No,
here. That's
this
what
is
this
what
they used to be
here.
Oh.
Also, their sign is
So you
still
got
up on
this
the
by
building.
accident.
Yeah, we got these by
That's
accident.
even worse, Uline.
It's not worse.
That's even worse.
Or it says or current occupant.
Ah, we are.
We're the
working
current
on-
occupant.
gosh.
There's got to be a way to like cancel this.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
You want some NFL merch?
No, not from Uline. I'll go to the source. China.
See, there's a phone number.
Timu, yeah.
So if you call this phone number, I bet you could cancel it. Oh, there's a QR code. What is the QR
Okay,
code?
I'll call it live on the phone or on the show.
Well, let me check this QR code first.
Dying right now. I have like so many questions, but this is hilarious.
Fire away. I don't even know
I was
what's
going
going
to
on.
Where's
ask you
this
about
QR
the
code taken?
atmosphere at Rogers yesterday. Like,
was
how
great.
live was it?
Awesome.
Was it like sold out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Even in
what?
the
No, I did the QR code and it went to my notes with the number.
you know it's a scam.
Yeah, it's a rip-off.
That means it's a scam. As Maddie does the QR code for the Uline magazine. Vibe was good. Everybody eat like in the suites. Most people like, you know how they mingle and they go pour their drinks and stuff. They were generally all sitting in their seats. Like it was full. It was people anticipating that goal. I thought it was great time yesterday, and the vibe was excellent. So for a Thursday night against a bad Nashville team, Edmonton turned out again.
May
Well
I
done.
just also just put it in there? 2 things. A, what the hell, going to overtime again? Like, come on, guys.
Yeah, that's a problem.
It was just like, come on. It's just annoying. Second, it was nice to see Nurse smile.
He had a
It was
very good
nice.
game.
It was nice to see Nurse have a good game.
Yeah.
And I hope that this is like positive reinforcement to do better, because I was happy to see him happy.
Jasmine, he's having a good season.
Yeah.
We
know,
can
after
say
this-
through 17 games,
Let's
he's
go.
having a good season.
Come on, Nurse. Show us what you got.
That goal he scored coming down the wing there,
Yep.
that was a beautiful
That was
shot.
a great shot.
And then, like, I mean, did he say, like, play La Bamba? Is that what he said?
Something like that, or let's go, baby.
Yeah, I think it was-
And
I
his,
thought it was let's
head
go.
bob.
But
We'll have to
Could've been
reach
a long
out to
time.
our resident
Yeah.
lip reader, Jed Roberts.
Yes.
He's a stud. Like, he can read any of it. He says it. He's
I love
hearing
Jed
impaired.
Roberts.
I mean,
I love when you guys have him in studio.
Yeah,
he's
he's great.
He's great regardless, but in studio, fantastic.
Okay,
All right,
well,
Mr.
right.
Uline.
So
What
I
do
didn't
you
find it.
want?
I found it. How do I request to be removed from your mailing list?
Yes.
Mailing are produced months in advance. And you may continue to receive catalogs for 6 to 8 weeks after requesting removal from our mailing list. Click here to remove your address from our mailing list. So it's online. You could just fill it out and you could get off their list.
Okay, there's
So that's what I've learned about Uline.
As you exited.
Duck Dad said, if you get a hold of someone from Uline, get the previous owner of my house off the mailing list too. And then Rip City Step, I know, hashtag Glue Crew. I still love you, buddy.
Matt asking, can you get Glue Guy to rant about what an island is next?
Oh, God, no.
That was good too, and I like the graphics you guys brought up there about New York.
Reed and I have requested now, well, there's hashtag TV for Reed, because he'd like a TV in the studio so
Oh,
we
I
can
don't
watch
mind
the
that.
5 o'clock games when they start.
You guys have a radio show to do.
And I wasn't talking to you.
I am the chief operating officer
I'm trying to go above you.
And quite frankly, I'm the captain now because our boss doesn't want to show up for work.
I don't even know who that is anymore.
So it's all on me. I got asked
Somebody
so many
needs to
times yesterday.
Photoshop that image of Matt on that ship. I'm the captain now. Right? That would be good.
I was asked so many times yesterday, is Dusty okay?
Yeah, people at the rink were saying the same thing.
I went out for beers and wings last night just to watch the start of the Oilers game with my 2 longtime friends, and the one of them, Sickler, who's a regular contributor to the show. He's like, is everything okay? I'm like, yeah, everything is fine. There was a time I was concerned because he went dark.
Yeah, he did.
Him and I have to talk about, sales side of things
Business.
too. Business. And he went dark on that, and I'm like, oh boy. So I just started making decisions for myself.
Perfect.
So it would work out okay.
All right.
Executive decision.
Oh, he's totally.
I looped you in. I looped you in. But
I'm just kidding on that one.
But yesterday I found he was.
I need to remove that.
He's on it.
He was on his
on it.
emails yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. He.
Well, the day before he got back to me on something. He said, "I'm sorry. I'm going to try catch up on everything."
Well, he even sent me one email yesterday, and I had to reply with, "You sent this a couple days ago. Like, I have all of this, unless something has changed," and he hasn't responded
Codeine's
to that.
kicking in, eh?
So, like,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, but there was a lot of emails I got from him yesterday. I was like, oh, okay. Like, Dusty's, like, I think his signature line was locked in my hotel room. Like, it was like, cheers, Dusty, or whatever, locked in my hotel room in
He's out
Vancouver.
getting banged up. Let's not.
No,
kid ourselves.
even Huss yesterday on the lock shop. He's like, I saw Dusty. We're still like 12 feet apart.
No way.
He like barely saw him, like went to his hotel room, and Dusty's like doing nothing in Vancouver.
Okay. Well, get well soon. We want you.
I wonder
to
if he's
get
going to
well.
look different, like how much he's aged.
He's gonna
Yeah,
look
weight
like,
loss?
looked all withered.
Is there weight loss in this?
There better
That's
be.
what
and his
Gonna call him the
nails will
Walking
be
Dead.
unkempt and
Yeah.
long because he hasn't clipped them.
He's gonna be like
Long
a
hair.
clean freak when he comes back. Maybe.
Yeah,
Like he's
maybe
gonna be
he'll-
like, no one get near me. Like,
maybe he'll be like
Mr. Burns from The Simpsons.
What's the guy, the Canadian actor or the comedian?
Howie Mandel.
Howie Mandel.
Yeah. Shaved head.
He will like dish soap gloves.
Who was the guy? I think it was Conan. Like purposely went to shake his hand every time he was on his show. Like he was like and like forced the handshake.
And inside, he's just crumbling.
Speaking of Conan, he's hosting the Oscars.
Yep, saw that.
Nice.
Yeah, his
I like
official
Conan.
64th, I think.
I saw Conan. He's like part of like the JFK Museum.
Is he?
I saw a documentary on JFK the other day on History Channel, and Conan O'Brien was one of the contributors.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Brady Doss, his nurse said, "I still got it, baby."
Yeah, good.
Well, I
That's a
better
good
keep
thing
it
to
going.
say.
After
I like
one
that.
game, do not
But
be
I
saying
agree
that.
with
Yeah.
you. His reaction to that
Yeah.
seemed very childlike, like joy-like.
I enjoyed
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I misread that when I ordered
McDavid
it.
smile. Like McDavid felt good about himself too.
yeah.
Well, the funny thing with Uline is I went to Uline to get this painter's outfit, which was going to be my caddy outfit for the
I
hole-in-one
remember.
challenge. And I was like, wow, like $60, that's expensive.
That is expensive.
But whatever, I need it to,
you're
to do
rich.
the bit.
Yeah.
And I'm rich. It doesn't matter. Money doesn't matter to me. And
They're fun coupons, really.
yeah, really.
Yeah.
And so I went there and I picked it up. And it cost me $25 to pick it up from there.
What?
Yeah.
You have to pay to pick it up.
You have to pay to pick up.
What about like
Oh
shipping? Is
my
it free
God.
shipping?
They'll ship it to you for the same price, but I needed it for the next day.
my
So
goodness.
stupid me. So they chart. Not only do they kill the world with these catalogs,
Well,
but
they
they
have the
also
money because they're
kill
in
my
bed with the
bank
NFL.
account.
They clearly have money.
Yeah,
They're
So
selling official
I paid a $25 fee to
NFL
pick
merch.
up. Yeah. So I go there and I get it, and I'm like, man, this box is heavy. Like, this must be a heavy duty painter's
Yeah.
outfit. No, it's the cheapest piece of you know what I've ever seen in my life.
And you got
but
how
there
many?
was 60 of them.
Oh, you must.
He was giving them out to us.
Oh,
So I have a box
Thank
of painter's
Mine's
goodness.
still in
outfits.
my office at home.
that's awesome.
Actually, maybe that's what Reed and I can do as giveaways on our show as a free painter's outfit.
Can I have one?
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I will say this to you, Jay. I haven't told you this off the air. I have ordered extra merch for us to sell in 2025.
Nice.
I do have a few extra. I did buy a few extra Glue Crew things, so
Ooh.
we could sell some of those, but also the possible giveaways on your show if you'd like to.
How are the Glue Crew sales?
My brother wanted. I think he bought Glue Crew.
Did he?
Do you want to know
he
the
likes you
official,
for
like
some reason.
officially, or
Sure, if you're comfortable saying.
Also,
I don't
ask
care.
and ye shall receive.
Oh my god! Yes,
Thank you, whoever texted.
alien?
That's I'm the captain
I'm
now.
the captain.
Like with the
With a
fingers look
wanting
weird.
to-
Yeah, it does look
So like on like next to my
Matt, I
face.
wanna
Yeah.
come home.
I am the captain now.
Oh my god.
We are having a time.
so much fun. I
You're
can't
on
believe
one
I'm not
today.
drinking. I know.
I've got Glue Crew stuff here. I think this is it.
Like it sold. There was some sales.
Well, if you
Gonna
want to
get one,
know,
but it was white, I think, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's why I didn't get because I
problematic.
already had a white. I ordered something else.
is
That's why
this
I
the
ordered two.
store?
Because I know one's going to be down for getting washed all the time, while I can wear the other
Blue
one.
Crew hoodie.
Yeah,
Very nice.
It's
Is this
white.
the store?
Not good.
This is the store. 7 Glue Crew baseball tees,
Excellent.
4 Glue Crew hoodies.
Oh, nice. Is that outside of mine or including mine? Okay.
No, that was through the store.
Did-
Okay, cool.
That was through the
Well,
store.
that's neat.
So
How did
we
the
had a
store
few.
do this year. Was it good?
I think it was good.
Give us a number.
Let's go through the order. Talk about order by order here. No, it was good. It was great. I think we had a lot of merch that was for sale this time. Like last year, it was very limited. It was shirt, hoodie, sweatshirt. There was a couple of kids things, but hats.
I loaded up my kids, man, for
But
Christmas
this
stuff. They're going to
year-
be so pumped.
We had so many different things, so it was spread across. What?
They might be watching. They're home this week.
Oh,
Yeah, because it's fall break,
already?
not
Breaks?
winter break.
Okay.
It's fall break. So you don't
Yeah,
know about fall
school's
break?
totally changed,
I've learned
man.
about this last
No,
week.
There's too many breaks.
They have all sorts of breaks.
It's so mid.
so mid.
But yeah, it's
I don't even know what that means.
the
But
store was pretty good. So I'm pretty happy.
Okay. Good.
And then all the merch is coming in. And then we'll have some merch to sell in 2025 that I will look at. But overall, everyone should get anything that they ordered from the store on or before. Everything will ship on or before December 15th. So it worked last year. Pretty much everyone got everything before Christmas last year. And I think we're about a week ahead of schedule this year.
Nice.
When it comes to the stores and all of that stuff. So
well,
we're in a good
Lingus99
place.
says, proud supporter of Glue Crew, Big Uke, Glue Crew, X-Ray J, I got you.
Oh,
at
actually,
J Milne.
I could add one more to that because Big Uke, there was something with Big Uke. I had to put him on my order list, not on that list, so that you could add one more in there. Big Uke wasn't part of that number I threw out there.
Fun. Is there a hat for Jasmine?
Oh yeah.
Paulie has not been official.
He texted you.
It was.
texted you.
Oh, he's like, it wasn't a
What
very
color
official.
hat did you get? The Oilers colors? I would hope, or the classic EST.
Right?
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Did those go well? The hats? I would assume they did.
The Oilers were the number one selling of our color
Good.
hats. Of the
Okay,
hats,
good.
that was the number one selling.
Those hats were
We actually
fire.
sold a
They were
couple
awesome.
of Alex ones. I was surprised just
like
because
that.
season's over.
That was a great idea.
I had a few Riverhawks ones
I
sold.
don't know. Whoever came up with that idea should get a bonus at Christmas because that was a great idea.
Schmitty from Strathcona Spirits, get your birdie booze, is texting. He says, I need to get a Glue Crew hoodie.
We'll have
And he
extras.
says he's going to email you, so he might try to finagle his way in there.
The logo itself is just it's awesome.
It is.
And that's
iconic.
credit to Tube Socks, obviously, and Stickler. Stickler
Stickler
came
came
up
up with the idea.
With the idea of the Elmer's glue. Tube Socks put it together with hashtag Glue Crew.
I don't want to rehash something that has been talked about a lot before because Surveyor Brett's going to get mad at me again. But I'm just going to say, Paulie said, pretty sure you said you'll give Jasmine a hat when you get extras and that I can have a free 6 o'clock lager glass socks and Glue Crew baseball tee. That isn't confirmation. That's just, hey, give everyone something.
Oh my gosh, Paulie.
My brother loves free stuff.
I'm just
Thanks,
going to stand
Paulie.
there. I need to have him look me because I don't trust him now through text.
His
I
whole
need to see it through his eyes.
His whole townhome is like free stuff. Actually, Jay
nothing
hooked
wrong
them
with
up
What do
with
you
some
mean?
really nice. I was over there the other day.
Oh.
I'm looking in his flex room, and he's got these 2 really nice couches. And I'm like, Jay got you those, didn't he? He goes, yeah, man, these things are awesome. I can sleep
Well, he
on these
came in
all
when
the-
we were in our store closing phase.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Paulie, you know what? I love you. I love your brother. I love your mom. I love everything about the Gazzolas, Reno. So I'm like, just take these. They're yours.
Luca, you're the best, man. With
Luca
the
is
AC
the
and
best.
Trev and
Yeah.
this. This is why you're so rich.
Lingus
is why-
wants me
Yeah.
to sign the hoodie before it goes out. I don't know how that would
can't.
even happen. But you can bring it by
everything
after.
goes to. We don't handle the shipping of any of the store stuff.
That's very
That's all done by the Hive. It's handled.
Hit me up,
off-site.
Lingus. You can find me on
They'll
Twitter.
get everything. They'll sort everything. They'll ship it off. We don't handle any of the store stuff. I wouldn't be able to handle all of that stuff.
Send it through my
personally.
agent.
The Hive does amazing work. You want to
Her
connect
name's
with them.
April.
Chelsea at thehiveproductmarketing.com if you're looking for any sort of promotional product. Let's get to the EST Flyaway presented by the 780. Lame ass, low budget, local shop online at 780.com. In store, 5 locations: Londonderry, Kingsway, St. Albert, Outlet Mall, by the airport, as well as Southgate. Let me just quickly, that one.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on over there.
Oh, you want to split that?
We've got,
I'll get a cup.
go off camera and do that.
I'm so jealous. I don't need to because I'm already having a good time.
26. Jay and Tommy are just getting drinks. Jay, where am I? December 26th through the 30th. Oilers. I said Oilers there. Oilers, Kings, and Ducks. We're still waiting on which one that is going to be because it depends when the Rams and Cards are going to play. They'll either play Saturday or Sunday, whichever day that is. We'll get you the other game for hockey, also Warriors and Clippers at the Intuit Dome. So you got to go Intuit Dome, you got to go SoFi Stadium, flight, hotel, car, all provided by EST as well as presented by the 780. What you got to do is get your phone out, 780-218-9999, and the keyword you have to text in. Jasmine, we'll give it to you.
Warriors. Warriors, like the Golden State Warriors.
Warriors. Warriors. 780-218-9999. You will go into a draw.
Hi.
Trev will give someone a call momentarily in the next 5 minutes or so.
This is a good time today.
And we'll qualify somebody. We're doing this after the once we've got afternoons today. Keyword. We've got Reed Wilkins show later this afternoon. We got Hello Hockey tomorrow. After that, we're into our final 2 weeks of qualifying. We are giving this away 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks today, we are giving away the trip to Los Angeles. So not many more qualifying opportunities left. So get your keywords in right now. Warriors to 780-218-9999. This is the EST Hangout live on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton Sports on TuneIn, iHeartRadio, YouTube, as well as you ever get your podcast. Tom, Matt, Jasmine, and Jay with you here today. Reminder, coming up at the end of the Hangout, a conversation I had with Sakari. He's the co-founder of the Long Drink Company, who are the official drink of the EST Hangout. We'll play that conversation to you. A little bit of an echo on that, on Sakari's audio. I didn't have it. I've never done an interview in this room before.
So we have a
little bit-
capability.
I learned it today. It's not connected to the other room, so it won't even affect them. So
Sweet.
I could start moving forward to get you set up with that
That
as
sounded
well.
very Italian of you. You said,
Oh.
so we have the capability.
Don't be disrespectful to the
That's
Italians right now.
respectful.
That is
I found that
respectful.
very
He's talking about the
disrespectful. I did
culture.
not like the way. No, just kidding.
I want you to respect Italian culture and heritage.
I
Just
thought I
kidding.
was.
Thank you.
You saw saw you liked my tweets from yesterday to my buddy Warren.
That was your
That
buddy.
was good. I thought you were actually beefing with
Yeah,
him.
No,
because there was like no lull. at
It's
the
one of my
end. Yeah.
favorite things is Warren Barris, longtime radio guy in the city.
Diesel?
Him and I always go at it on Twitter, and like it's one like I've like been like Warren, enough. But it's a joke between us, and we'll go back and forth. And yesterday, I was just like, "Please, Warren, like enough."
Who's
No.
Warren?
I saw that.
As I said, he used to be a longtime radio host in the city. Thanks for listening to me
Diesel
30
Barris.
seconds ago.
No, but like I heard like, what station?
Oh, he's not on there right now.
He was.
Oh, is that the guy that was in here last week?
His buddy, his
extra-
co-host.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's where he's
Toby's
going. Sorry,
co-host.
it just seemed like you were asking like who's Warren when I
No,
just
no,
explained
no.
who Warren
I knew
was.
that. I thought it was
And what's funny because he's a Warren and I have gone into the most heated debates on
Super
the
Mario
airware.
characters.
That one, Big Buck Hunter. There's a couple of others.
What's
He's
your
a
beef
Ravens
about
fan?
Big Buck Hunter?
Well, I'll explain that right away. He's a big Ravens fan, so am I. But he's a Red Sox fan. I'm a Yankee fan. So we've got that beef that comes up too. And then we have a bet leading into tonight. I bet that this fight wasn't going to happen. He bet it would happen. And this was after the first delay. So
What did you
I
bet?
have to, I'm going to have to change. If the fight happens, I have to change my Twitter picture to Donkey Kong. And I have to change my Twitter handle to like I love Donkey Kong or something
Nice.
like that for like 7 days or something. Right.
That's funny.
We gotta do
Between him
something.
and I, it's
Okay.
big. But Big Buck Hunter we played it at one of our unsanctioned Christmas parties at the Hilltop Pub, and I was right up at the screen shooting things.
That's cheating.
And that's what he said.
Yeah.
And I was like,
is.
no, it's not. There's
It
no
is.
line here. There's no rules. Nothing states that.
Cheating.
Oh,
So he emailed the company about it.
Yes.
What are the rules? And they
What?
said that shouldn't even work. Like they said there are no rules. Like they didn't say, but they also said that it shouldn't work being that close to the screen. So I was like, deal with it, Warren. Diesel,
I think
suck it
the
up.
gentleman thing to do in Big Buck Hunter is to stand, with your gun over the console, but
Exactly.
not at the screen. I
Exactly.
think you're wrong.
It's a good rule of thumb.
Big Buck Hunter
I don't know
said
why
they
it's
said
there, you know.
differently. Big Buck Hunter said that there were no rules like that, and what I did shouldn't have even worked, but it did. So deal with that. You go argue with Big
Hey,
Buck Hunter.
You just rest your cool head on your pillow tonight, knowing that you're a cheetah. I'm fine with that.
Big Buck Hunter says I'm not. The company themselves says I did not cheat.
They said their machine was malfunctioning. That's what they said.
But they also said there are no rules that you have to stand at a certain distance. They said that. Warren was expecting a response of them saying this thing, and it didn't happen. So
I
deal with
disagree.
that. That's where it comes from, Warren. You're disagreeing with Big Buck Hunter, with the company. You go email them, Jay.
Sure.
Do it.
Well,
Okay.
info
But
at
yeah,
bigbuckhunter.com.
Warren and I always beef on Twitter where I think if some people will like think like we're really going at it, but we never are. Like,
I thought about that. I was like, you guys beefing?
when
I did
Fogel
too.
would score at last year, like whenever Fogel would score, he would write just Warren. And then I'd just tell him to like basically pipe down.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'd go at it for like 20 tweets. It was wonderful.
I missed that squabble.
Sorry.
We need
You
a
didn't
bet.
miss much.
We need a bet. Do
Did
you
the
just want to do
Nasties
like a
say
happy
anything?
hour or something like that?
Oh, this on the fight tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to do this.
Well, what she wanted something creative, and I'm not creative.
I know. I was trying to think. I couldn't think of anything creative. Like, should we do like bunch of shots?
And we
But
can't
that's
do
boring.
We can't do a hat. Because
not?
Because
if we do a
principle to it.
hat, then that admits that she wasn't supposed to get a hat.
She's supposed to get a hat.
That from both sides.
Okay.
If you put a hat on the line, then ultimately, like if Tyson wins, then it proved that I was right. Because why would she put the hat up on the line?
That's fair.
So this
yeah, it has to
comes
be-
down to Paulie. So this has to be separate from a hat.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Well, chime in, listeners.
Yeah, come on. If you guys have anything creative
Set
that we
the
can
bet.
do, otherwise it's going to be a normal, not refinery girl. But we can go to, yeah.
Why we're gonna go for like drinks or something, or like a bite?
Yeah.
Or do you want to do something different?
We'll
from
just do that then.
Okay.
It's so basic. No offense.
How about you have to go for a banya downstairs and
Ooh,
the
banya.
loser has to pay.
I saw Victor from the Banya downstairs at Costco gas, and he's like, I'm like, Victor, I pointed at him. He's like, hey. And we had a nice moment.
I gotta get
and,
him a drink.
Yeah, and I was like, Victor, what are you doing? He's like, I'm going to This was prior to last weekend. He's like, I'm going to Calgary, drink with some buddies. I was like, man, I'm jealous. Attaboy, Victor. I like him. He's very pleasant.
It's
You
like
know who
50
I saw
years.
at the gas pumps yesterday?
Tell me.
Our Jess.
I love our Jess.
Yeah, ran into her right
Small.
over here.
She's the best.
And she's like, I'm never at this gas station.
nice.
But she said Gas Buddy sent her there. And by the time she got there, the price was. Did you see gas prices went up over like,
Yeah.
2 nights ago to yesterday
Yeah.
morning?
Yeah, they
like
did.
15 cents?
I
Explain
swear.
that.
It's more in the
I
south
swear.
side.
Explain that, Canada Post.
Yeah, explain. Legit.
Oil and gas, man. Like, I know it's the industry that fuels our wonderful province, but they are such scam artists.
How much did it go to? Because I filled up
About
Costco.
45.
Oh, I got lucky. I filled up Costco earlier this week at 122.9.
Same.
I got lucky.
Yeah, I like that one, hey?
The bottle service one?
No,
Okay, what's bottle
Are you
service
guys
and what's the
getting
one?
memes?
I like that one actually. yeah.
one?
Another hat.
Maybe it should be part of our Christmas party day. The
You're gonna get like
engineers
50 hats for
ball.
I know.
That's different. I can't. I don't want to take anything on during the Christmas party.
Okay.
Oh, what do we do? That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah, when you talk
Yeah.
about Christmas party,
Yeah.
I'm getting booked up, and I need to
Matt,
be there.
Matt, you want to be you want
I
to be
have
the
to put it in my
coup?
calendar. I'm not even joking.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
say that is off-air conversations.
Okay,
that isn't
we'll
for
talk
the air.
about it.
I am very
Like, what are we
excited.
doing here? Like, what do you?
Let's all go on to a restaurant and just get Trevor drunk.
Off-air conversation.
Trevor?
Well, and last
I don't
year
think we'll
Christmas
have
party.
to try hard.
No, he was dancing with like people in wheelchairs.
Hey, we were there for a
on
while.
the dance
Okay.
floor last year.
So
Okay.
what was the
Sorry,
one you found?
yeah,
What was the one you
text
found?
that
Okay,
you're
there's
gonna
two
do?
that I like.
Okay, she'll do the bottle service.
Okay,
What was the
yeah.
one you found?
Loser has to provide the winner bottle service during a hangout,
That's what I was
I don't mind that.
or
But she usually
I like
won't
that.
drink during
they
the
have to
show.
wear each other's outfit on the hangout.
She's got a good fit, but I don't think I'd fit.
It'd be funny when you do,
In your size, though.
I'd like ruin her stuff, man.
I'm a little unisex, like athleisure.
but I don't know who's the winner and who's the loser there. You know
Well,
what
Oh,
I
I
mean?
know, like you look fabulous. Like this is a men's outfit.
I'm just
technically.
my outfit is basically just a hoodie and jeans usually.
Yeah, I like
but-
the idea.
Yeah,
What about
it's
your summer
good,
shorts?
though.
Well, we won't do it in the summer.
Yeah, I know, but like you could do your summer look motif.
To wear one of my business
She's got
dresses.
Stan Smiths on right
She's got
now.
great legs.
Yeah, you and me actually dress the same.
I gotta clean my Stan Smiths right now.
Yeah,
They're
we have the
dirty.
same shoes.
Those are
Dirty.
Yeah.
Mr. Clean Magic Erasers.
Oh, I will clean that good. I like those ones with the gold.
Thank you. I like the green ones too.
We'll
Anyways,
see if
back to
anything
hating
else
each
comes
other.
up.
Okay.
This is very
We hate
funny.
each other?
We're supposed
Wow, I didn't know we hated
the
each other, but that's
I
cool.
mean,
Whatever.
I don't hate you.
No, that's fine. That's cool. I always enjoyed our time together, Jasmine, but that's cool.
Hey, I'm the one that said let's go for happy hour. I suggested hanging out.
The bet's on the fight, or what's the
Yeah.
bet? Okay, so
Tyson,
you're Paul,
I think he'll win. Yeah.
you're Tyson. Okay, so what do you guys think? Do you think the bottle service?
I don't mind
What
bottle
if it was?
service.
What if it was
Just
just
drink.
minis? Just the minis.
What,
And you come in and pour Matty
and then dance
single
with it,
and
yeah,
dance
with
against
the
the
sparkler.
Yeah.
I'll take
I
minis
like
and a
that.
sparkler.
Yeah.
I can't drink during the show.
We'll find a day when
Well,
you're
you
not
better
working.
win
Why
then.
not?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, it shouldn't. Well, I guess no. She wants to lose. They should have to
then-
lose.
That is a really good one, though. My gosh, I like it.
I'd say the loser has to take out Maddie and Tommy and I for beer and chicken wings.
Oh, I love that.
I like how it's so you're already defining who the loser is.
Grill, but
What do you mean?
The loser has to take out Maddie, Tommy, and Jay for.
Wow, sorry.
That's admitting like she's gonna lose, so it's gonna take the three of us out. Not hey, they're gonna have to take out either Jasmine and Matt with Tommy and Jay.
I'm pro
It was
Tyson.
just like
I'm pro Tyson.
Yeah,
so
that's-
sorry.
yeah, I know it's
It was
all
a
good.
Freudian slip.
It's all good.
The loser has to take out the winner and Tommy and I because we're part of this.
no,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
Why? You're afraid of losing?
Are you? We didn't make when we made our bet. It wasn't with anyone else. If you want to invite other people and pay for them, that's all I mean. But
And I'm having the carpaccio.
If people are more than welcome to come. If Jake Paul wins, I will. If we're going out, I will take Jasmine out. If people want to join us, they can join us. I'm paying for Jasmine.
Yeah,
and me.
but you guys can come.
Jay.
I could do that.
Surveyor Brett has the.
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
Except the only thing is Dusty's gone.
That's too good. That's too
Very
good.
good.
Oh my god.
I am the captain though right now.
Oh my god. Okay, these are really good ones. That bottle service one's in my head, but then it's like Maddie has to come out in like a outfit too. You gotta get.
How about this? Aiden O'Neill coming in hot.
All right, let's
The
go.
loser has to wear a pair of Tommy's shorts for a hangout.
They're normal shorts.
Those would be normal on me.
It's
I don't
just
know
when
about
you have
Maddie.
these beautiful, luscious quads, they ride up.
What you
Good one.
squatting, bruh?
Bruh, I don't even need to squat. I skate. Bruh.
Bruh.
Okay, we could do
Chicken wings and beer?
Chicken
Yeah.
wings and
I love
Yeah,
chicken
wings and a drink.
Yeah, all right. I'm in for that.
Because
too.
I don't know. Are
Two
you beer?
drinks.
I'm in.
Or would you be?
what?
Are you into drinks like beers?
How
or would you
many
go for
are you going to
something
have a
else?
beer at lunch
I
today?
could have 2 beers.
Actually, you know how I do these type of things?
You're going to have a Manhattan or something, aren't you?
No.
but I want a cocktail.
I would make you order first
do
and see
that.
where you go, and I
Yeah.
can
Oh,
go based
either-
off.
Well,
of
I'm
that.
going to have a beer.
two
Like if you
drinks.
ordered a beer, then I feel like I can order a beer.
Right, but I was
If
wondering
you
Two
if,
to order a
drinks and a
beer,
meal.
I would be more than happy just ordering a water or coffee.
if you were going to have a beer or if you were going to maybe spice it up
No.
and have an old fashioned or
No, I
something.
don't like taking advantage of these things. Like as much as people think.
What is wrong
like,
with you?
I know. As much as people
It's
think
a
I'm like
bet.
this, I don't like taking.
No,
full
that is
advantage
very
of
true to
stuff.
form to you.
I-
As much
That's
as
why we
people
limit.
think he's a giant curmudgeon and a piece of work and all these other
He's very
things,
thoughtful.
He's actually
He is very
I went
thoughtful.
for like so. It's like and I remember when we had the meeting with I don't know if I want to go when we went with Trent Brown and stuff. I know we had a discussion, you and I, about ordering of the drinks, and we're like, he's got to go first, and we got to go based off of him.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
And I had in my
hear you.
mind like all the options. Like if he goes this way, I'm going to go this way. If he goes this way, I'm going to go that way. If he goes this way, I'm going to do this. So that's the way I was going to go. I was going to hope that you sit down.
It was like the
order.
Office episode where they're like, I'll have the, what was it?
Oh.
The gabagool.
Yeah, it was
salad on the side.
Jim, yeah. Halpert ordered his one thing, and then it was, I like James Spader's character's like Robert California. I like that. I'll do that. And then everyone, I'll do the
But it was
chicken and whatever.
it was a weird name of a dish. What was it? It was like a carpaccio or like
yes. The Office
maybe
ordering
you have me
food.
thinking carpaccio.
I had
Chicken
carpaccio
piccata with a
already.
side of
Chicken
salad.
piccata.
And then it's like, I'll do a salad and chicken piccata. Chicken piccata with a salad on the side. And just everyone saying
Yeah, that
until
was
it got to Dwight.
glorious.
Steak.
God bless Dwight. So is that true? There's a new season of The
Australia.
Office?
There's an Australian version. I don't know
No,
if
I
there's
saw
Is there
like
new?
Jim sitting in.
Let it die. Enough. I don't like The Office.
Well,
What?
the way it ended was bad.
Was it?
They should have ended it earlier. They
They
carried
should
it
end
on
it when
too
Michael
long.
Smith left.
When
Michael Scott.
Michael Scott left,
Smith.
it should have died then.
Yeah.
The whole Robert California
D'Angelo
saga,
Vickers.
D'Angelo Vickers. I
I
didn't
enjoyed
like that.
D'Angelo Vickers. Like, I
Well,
watched The Office.
It's Will Ferrell.
Yeah,
So
it's
you're
Will
going to
Ferrell.
watch it, but
He's a big fan of the Southwest.
Robert California, although I think he was talented in that role, it just wasn't The Office. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm a big Creed Bratton fan. I think he was like sneaky, amazing in all of that. So
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll do it after work, so I can have 2 beverages, and
have 4.
it's after work, so it doesn't matter. But
Okay.
yeah,
You don't have to have beverages. It's going to be on you. I'm going to drink my beverages.
you want to get some sass
I'm
to
just
me
gonna
right
say,
now?
once I
I'm
win-
trying to be like
once
nice to
I-
you because you're
well,
gonna
no.
lose. I'm trying to be
I'm
like
just saying,
happy
once
hour.
I win,
Screw that, we're going to the keg.
Once Tyson wins, you're paying for me, so you could go for the water all you
I'm
want.
over here like, need Earl's happy hour, meet up at Joey's Bell
like
Tower.
Earl's.
I'm trying to consider us. Screw this. You want a piece?
Those are all lovely places.
No. Maddie wants to play.
Well, Tyson's gonna win.
Snap. Take him to
Maddie,
Range
we're going
Rover.
Range Rover.
Unless
We're
this
going
is
Range Rover,
unless
Maddie.
this is
Damn.
unless this is fully
I had the
this is a
carpaccio
sham.
there.
Unless this is a full sham. It's gonna be a sham still.
And
I
a beer.
believe it.
Okay, well,
I hope
that
Paul
should be our
gets
bet
knocked
then.
out.
There you have it. Range Rover.
Just mad that it's a sham.
No, we'll do okay. Yeah, we'll do.
And she gets a hat.
We'll pick a spot after the fact, but let me win first, and then you guys are more than welcome to come.
Ooh, this will be interesting tonight.
Yeah.
I'm really intrigued now.
Oh, I love.
What's the betting line say? Because I always
Cool bet.
Paul
Yeah, check Coolbet.
is the favorite according to Coolbet.
Get
Yeah.
out of here. Who's
Tyson,
making that?
And then actually, Haas is the one that talks about draw, and how the way he broke it down yesterday in the lock shop was really, I thought, smart with it. The draws moved up to plus 1,000.
Come on.
If it is rigged, if this is if this
not
is a
rigged.
sham, what better way than Tyson neither loses, right? Paul took Tyson to the end. Tyson didn't lose, right? Like, is that not the best way if you are shamming this up type thing? But so Paul is the favorite, minus 200, Tyson plus 165. The thing that I find wild is they say at plus 140, Jake Paul wins by KO or TKO or disqualification. Then it's Tyson winning by KO or TKO, and then it's Paul by decision. Like, the fact that they think the most likely thing or most of the money is going on Paul knocking out or TKO of Mike Tyson, I'm just surprised by that one. And actually, will the fight go the distance plus 150? If you think this is a sham, that's actually good value. Because I'm sorry, Paul's not winning by a knockout. He's winning by this going into decision.
I don't think there'll be no knockout
So that's plus 150 to go
unless
to the decision.
Mike loses it, which is very likely.
Well, see, that's the other thing. That's where the one thing I'll look at there is the disqualification part's the big one.
Mm-hmm.
Is Mike Tyson going to just lose his mind at some point and go punch after the bell or whatever
like-
that's going to cause a disqualification?
biting your ear off crazy.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
Paul has a
Just-
diamond encrusted protector on his ear.
He ain't wearing that in the ring.
No, I know.
That was funny.
Did he not come out with a Pokemon Charizard card in a case that's worth $1 million as a necklace one time?
Yeah, he
Mm-hmm.
did. Yeah, that was a good flex for those youngins.
Oh my god.
Okay,
You know who'd be excited about that? Zacticum.
the youngins.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say, so there's actually 7 fights in total today, including the main card.
Yeah.
The honorable mention that I want to talk about quickly is the women's fight.
Who's fighting?
Okay, so have you guys heard of these 2 lovely women? There is a Katie Taylor and Amanda Serino. No. Okay, Amanda Serino, 36 years old, from Puerto Rico, 5'5", 137 pounds. Katie Taylor, 38, Irish, 5'5", and 137 pounds. So they're the co-main event. So they had. Did you guys watch their last fight by any chance? These 2 women that are fighting tonight? Okay. So they had a really close fight. And I believe Katie Taylor won by like a hair. And it was like controversial, but the fight itself was very entertaining. Like, it was a very rowdy fight. So that's something to look forward to before the main card.
Controversial boxing fight? No way.
I don't think this one is rigged. Then what?
No, but like,
first of
it's
all-
when you watch boxing fights, the one thing about boxing fights is like you watch the end and there's just so many times you sit there and like, what are these judges thinking? Like, it is just a standard thing with boxing. Boxing at its best is already controversial.
Well, what I was gonna say was, so when Will and Joaquin were ruining this day for me
You're not ruining it.
by saying it's rigged, I was like, well, is the women's fight rigged? They're like, no. I'm like, how does that make any sense? How
Because
can
they
you
have
say
to-
that one thing is rigged and the other thing isn't rigged?
Because why would they rig the rest of the card? They're not. It's why is Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fighting? But then once you have that fight, you got to build a card around. Then you're going to go get boxing fights. No one cares.
Yeah.
In a sense, they care about the
So
top.
they're- so-
but it's why is Jake Paul and Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson's doing this for money. What is Jake Paul getting out of this? Yeah, he's going to get a lot of money, but it's rigged to also help because of the marketing machine to keep the Jake Paul train going.
Yeah.
You're
But they
telling
don't
me,
need to. They don't need to keep.
You're telling me these other people that are fighting do not know that this is going to be rigged,
Oh,
or
they
there's
know.
a show, or there's theatrics?
It doesn't matter to them.
Their fights
Why
aren't
does
rigged,
that?
though.
Why does that last fight being rigged matter to them? It doesn't affect their fight.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's not rigged. It's a true match.
I'm
Tyson has pride.
Does he? In that
Jake
sense.
Paul wants to be the best. That's what it is.
Are we calling someone right away?
Oh, sorry. Were you going to say something? I just keep yelling
No,
at Matthew.
no.
continue.
I get the full Matthew too.
Go on. Continue.
Gosh, okay. So these are all my notes about Mike Tyson, and I'm just like not even going to talk about it.
Why? Give her.
No. No, I'm done because I'm getting too fired up. It's hot in here.
It's quite the notes app you got there. Wow.
Oh, you did make notes for today.
There's a lot.
That's so
Come on,
many.
come on, read them.
No.
Read them.
No. They're just about his like past fights and stuff. But it's actually more so that Tyson is a good fighter and he is to be scared of.
Spinal.
You actually do a very good impression.
Thank you.
Were you gonna say something?
No.
Oh, sorry. I feel like I'm talking so much.
Carry on. Let's hear the stats.
No,
Please.
No, I don't. Want
What
to.
is the undercard for tonight?
That's what I just told you.
No, you
Were
said
not
that was a
listening?
co-main
It's
event.
2 women.
Let's get
that's
to Road
co-main
Warriors
event.
presented by AccuSteel Heavy Oil Trailers, custom manufacturing of heavy oil trailers for mining, oil and gas, equipment, highway transportation, trusted by leaders in the heavy transport industry. Get on the road, peace of mind for your large loads. AccuSteel.ca. That is the big thing tonight. It is the Tyson Paul fight. There's your part of your undercard that Jasmine had for you. Oilers on the road taking on the Leafs tomorrow night. We do got the Argos as the technical road dogs taking on the Blue Bombers on Sunday. +9 is the line for that.
It's now +9. So it started at +10.5.
Yeah, it's dropped to then a couple days ago. Dropped to +9. Then it's +9 or 9.5. Then +9.
I know that everybody's looking for Toronto storylines and Toronto's a little engine that could.
They're covering.
Screw that.
They're done. man.
They're not done.
They're covering.
I took them
You know
in
what,
our
Maddie?
EST.
I don't even know that they're going to cover.
Cool. They're
I'm
going to get
sorry.
smoked.
The 2 games that they played each other this year, the defense of the Argos did not allow a combined 40 points from the Bombers in
and
those
they went
2 games.
2-0 against the Bombers, didn't
And they went 2-0. That
The
defense is a good defense, and that defense knows how to play the Bombers' offense.
Here's the
So right
difference,
off the
Maddie.
bat, right off the bat, the defense might be able to win out against the Bombers' offense. They've got a great special teams in Janari and Grant who could turn a game around just like that. They have to be perfect, those 2 facets of the game. And then Nick Arbuckle can't have a turnover. Now, there's a lot of buts and ifs for the Argos. I see the path to it happening. Will it happen? I'm skeptical.
You sound like John King on election night. There's a lot of hurdles to climb here, but there is a path.
But
John
this is
King
why
is a
I-
brilliant
It might be
broadcaster.
insignificant, but there's a
this
path.
is why I think the Argos keep it close. They cover. We thought 2 years ago the Argos were going to get destroyed by the Bombers. It was plus, I think, 6.5 by the time the game happened. Argos won that football game. They didn't just cover. They won it. Not going to say they win it. Jay, you're going to talk about the quarterbacking.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
I'm going to
That's what you
talk
text me.
about the fact that this is the 5th appearance in a row, Grey Cup appearance in a row for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, with essentially this a very similar core of players. This ain't their first rodeo.
Oh.
They are 1 win away from becoming one of the greatest dynasties in CFL football history.
I reluctantly agree with you.
Can I counter that?
No, because I'm not done.
Okay.
This is my ship now. Okay.
He's the captain.
But no, I'm seriously, that experience in those games will play in, especially right now, today,
Sure.
yesterday, in how things are happening. Jed Roberts spoke about it. Ricky Ray spoke about it yesterday, about those days before and how you see guys that'll just lock themselves in hotel rooms. Well, that's what the Bombers are doing right now because they know they're almost touching greatness. With 1 win, they could.
Can I go now?
You may.
Okay. You could say,
My second point was
2 years ago, you could have said the exact same thing about the Bombers, and they lost the football game because they were looking for the 3-peat. Last year, you could have said we said the exact same thing because they were looking to win 3 or 4. They lost that football game. They had
Did the other team in either of those games not have their starting quarterback?
no, but McLeod Bethel Thompson was the starting quarterback in one of them.
Yeah, he
I will
played
say
3
that one.
quarters.
And then he got hurt, and they came out and they won that football game.
Yeah.
But that's my, and I'll also go back to like, if my aunt, if had wheels, she'd be a bicycle type of thing. I get that.
Okay, wait.
But
What did you just say?
if my aunt had wheels,
Yeah.
she'd be a bicycle or
Excuse
whatever
me?
that saying is.
That's not the saying.
Whatever it is.
What is it saying? I gotta know this now.
There's the balls one.
Yeah, that's the way I think.
But there's the more PG
you're Ryan
version.
Smithing this thing.
But then there is, if you go back to their second
Trev.
Grey Cup victory, the Ticats had like a 2-possession lead going to the fourth quarter or something like that. They almost lost that football game. If it wasn't for Tim White being an idiot and giving up a single point, the Ticats win that Grey Cup. Like there are points we can go back to even when they won that they shouldn't have really won. And when you go back to 2019, the Ticats weren't even close in that game. I'll give them credit for that one fully. But everything you just said, we said that 2 years ago about the Bombers, and we said that last year about the Bombers, and they still lost. So I don't see the difference with that. So yeah, they didn't lose their starting quarterback, but I don't think I don't think disrespecting the Argos defense or special teams for me is something I want to do right now because of how good they are.
I didn't. I just simply said that they have a better team, a better core. They've been there before.
Yeah, but you disrespect them by saying they won't even cover. That means the defense is going to give up more than 9, like lose by more than 9.
It's not disrespectful to the defense.
I think so.
It's disrespectful to not having the ability to put up points.
I feel like it's
because Nick
disrespectful.
Nick, who
Arbuckle.
is their quarterback? Nick,
They got
who?
Kadeem Carey. They got Coxey. They got Polk. They got Daniels. They've got weapons on that offense as long as he doesn't turn the ball over.
This guy. Do you want to make a bet on that?
Do it.
I'll do a
it.
point spread.
Here we
I
go.
want my full.
But
I want the full
DJs
line
now.
because I'm not saying the Argos are winning. I'm saying they're covering.
What should I do, Trev?
Hi, Twebba.
Well, I'll talk to qualify someone here for the EST flyaway while you think about that. Remember just what happened last Friday, as confident as you were with the Argonaut or the Alouettes. Who am I speaking with right now?
It's Ryan.
Ryan? Was it?
Yeah, that's fair.
Congratulations. You are in the mix for the EST flyaway to LA. Have you ever been to Los Angeles before?
No, I haven't.
Okay, and if you win, who would you take with you, and what would you be most excited about doing? Getting to LA for your first time, or going to the NFL game, NBA game, NHL game? What would get you most excited?
Well, first off, I'd be taking my wife, and then it would probably be I'm just straight up hockey. So
Sounds good. So now 2 predictions I need from you. Paul, Tyson, who wins? Is it a sham?
it's a sham. It's going to be a draw.
And Grey Cup winner, Bombers, Argos. Who do you got?
I put the money on the spread for Argos.
Love it. Well, congratulations, Ryan. You're in the mix. Keep your phone on November 29th on the morning show, because if your name is chosen, the boys will give you a call, and you got to answer to let you know you're off to Los Angeles. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Ryan's qualified. 2 more chances to qualify today. EST afternoons with Hernan and Gager, and then the Reed Wilkins show with Jay and Reed later today. He took the Argos to cover the spread. I don't know if you guys heard that. He also thinks it's a sham.
Oh, come on, Ryan.
And it will be a draw.
Can I read this text up? It's very appropriate right now. This text comes in, made me chuckle. It says, Tyson's fighting because he has pride. Spinal.
No, it's because he has money problems.
Money problems. Yeah. Touche.
Speaking of Toronto, since we're going into the weekend, we're going to play the Leafs on Saturday.
Yep.
And
What
T's
position do you play? Are you filling in for Victor Arvids? I'm just kidding.
Third string goalie.
We dropped a wee.
We didn't drop a we. She dropped a we.
She dropped a
Okay,
wee.
you know what? We don't have that much time, but there's
No,
going to
we
be a
don't.
There's
conversation.
another we.
That's a wee that holds. Yeah, that's one that's.
Another conversation about this we. And we can talk about it later because I want to talk about the
Don't
Leafs
you
quickly.
sass me.
Okay. Sass galore.
Yes, the Oilers play Toronto tomorrow.
Mike
Tomorrow,
Tyson would say that's ridiculous.
Oh, round of clicks for Jay. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well played for you guy.
Yeah. I was just gonna ask you. There's no lines up right now. I was gonna ask you, who you think will win?
For
Because
what?
they're in Toronto. The Oilers.
Oilers
Yeah.
tomorrow?
Yeah, they played like crap when
Skinner's
they go there.
up. Skinner's
Skinner should be
confirmed.
playing. I
Yeah.
think they win. Matthews is out.
Yeah, Matthews
I think they
out.
continue this. Listen, they're not winning like with really thorough games,
Mm-hmm.
because I think you were talking about it earlier, like losing leads twice in a row.
Mm-hmm.
They make it hard on themselves. There was a text that came in last night, be like, why can't they just have a good 60 minutes? Matthias Ekholm talked about it yesterday pregame. He said there's a realization that is starting to set in, like, oh yeah, we have to work for our wins. We have to put in the full effort. We have to be sharp with details. And he said that he believes that in the first month, that hangover, whatever we want to call it, was true, and they would take the TV turns as opposed to stopping and starting. So it's you're starting to see it set in, that proper mentality on how to win, but it's not there completely, obviously.
Okay, but hang on a sec. You gotta
In the hangout.
you have to take the positives here.
I like the positive.
Yeah, the positives were that they killed off 2 power plays. They were perfect on the penalty kill again.
2 games in a row now.
2 games in a row.
Yeah.
That's building.
Correct.
They won. They got 2 points.
Yeah.
I'm more of the ilk where the late goal, but who cares? They won. They got 2 points.
Yeah.
And that is now 3 games in a row that they've done that.
First time all season.
First time all season. So they're building off that. I thought, if Jeff Skinner scores that goal on that backhand that he sails just a little bit wide, he's celebrated as having a big bounce back game. I thought his game was okay. That penalty, holding the stick penalty,
Bad call.
was a terrible call.
Some bad calls last night.
That was a makeup call. He was just the guy that had to be there. But I thought Jeff Skinner, the forward, not Stu Skinner, the goalie.
That's why
I
you
thought
said
Jeff Skinner. Well, you have to clarify. A lot of people get
I
confused.
know, I
with
agree
that.
with you.
But you still said Jeff Skinner. He didn't say just Skinner.
Not the goalie, Matt. The forward.
He's right.
Stu, Jeff, me. It's hard. But I thought he bounced back as well.
Yes.
Interesting to see that. And keep in mind, they only had 11 forwards, so there was a lot of juggling going on. So I thought that was, as far as positives go, you could take a lot away from that.
I don't want to poo-poo your positives, but the power play went 0 for 4.
That's right.
True.
Yep.
That.
I will say, though, that they're in a playoff spot and we're a week away from U.S. Thanksgiving. Boom.
Boom.
And they're
the
like,
Thanksgiving deadline.
what, 3 points back? Or there's not a lot of differentiation
No,
between
there's
the
a lot
top
of teams
almost-
at 19 and 17
Yeah.
points.
It's almost like everything was going to be fine. There didn't need to be panic, and the Oilers are going to be in playoffs this year.
weird, right? They're 13th in the NHL overall. That's how tight it is.
Well, that's what happens when you string together 3 wins.
Yep.
This, we're still somewhat early in the season.
Yep.
We're not quite to the quarter point, which you can then start saying, well, this is what, then you can have your quarter analysis, then we'll get to half, and it'll be a half analysis, 50% analysis of the whole year.
Look at this progression you're
can't
making
wait.
here. Very nice.
Wow.
And
Can't
you
wait.
get bottle service at Jasmine's house.
I want mini
Absolutely.
bottles. I just want mini bottles.
Premium.
I got 5 predictions to go through here.
Oh my God.
And then
You?
I got for all of us. Then Sakari, who's finished long drink conversation I had with him, we'll end the hangout with that. Paul, Tyson, official. What do you think?
Tyson knocks that out.
I hate to say it, but I think, unfortunately, Paul's going to win. I don't want to see
Gross,
it, but
get out of
I
here.
think
Decision, then?
it won't go the distance.
Oh, it'll be knockout. Or like
Could be.
TKO or
Technical,
something.
yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, Tyson. Oilers, Leafs.
Oilers. I'll take the Oilers in this one.
Oilers.
Oilers. It'll be nitty gritty, but Oilers.
Ravens, Steelers.
Who cares?
Ravens.
It's a
Ravens
big
gonna
battle.
rip it.
I don't don't know how the Steelers
Sorry
are
for
the
doing
AFC,
so good.
yeah.
I'll go Ravens.
I hope it's like a
Ravens will.
blowout
Ravens.
to
No,
Steelers
Ravens are going to.
Chiefs,
down.
Bills.
Caw.
With Taylor Swift probably in the house.
Bills.
Bills.
Chiefs.
Grey Cup. Winner, not spread.
Winnipeg.
Winnipeg.
Argos.
You didn't tell us your predictions.
I don't do
Paul.
predictions.
Yeah.
Of course you don't.
I got
cheater.
around that all that. It's got you guys in
I
on
know,
that.
actually.
Now I could just make fun of you guys when you guys are wrong or whoever's wrong.
I
You'll
don't.
be wrong.
I'm taking the Argos to just cover.
Get
That's
my-
where I'm going to go with that one.
Get my-
I did my Grey Cup prediction on the lock shop yesterday. It was myself and Haas.
What did you predict? That there's going to be a kickoff at 5
I don't
p.m.
do that on
Mountain
the lock
Standard
shop.
Time.
I do not
Two
do that in the
teams will
lock shop
compete their
because one knows
hearts out.
something.
One will lift a trophy.
I couldn't
at
do
the
that
end
to
of the night.
Huss. I couldn't do that to Huss. I respect Huss too much to put that on him.
Thank you.
Get my dirty gin martini ready.
Jay, Jasmine, Tommy, thanks for this fun hangout.
much fun.
I'm
was
going to
fun.
jump to a conversation I had with Sakari with the Finnish long drink, and then after that, we'll send things over to the lock shop. The long drink, it is the official drink of the EST hangout, and here's a conversation I had with Sakari just before the hangout earlier today. Joining us now over video, the first time on the hangout actually that we are doing a video guest, Sakari Manninen. Did I get that right? We did it a little bit
The
earlier.
second one was right.
The second one, Manninen.
Yeah.
There we
Manninen.
go. Sakari, he
Yeah.
is the co-founder of the Long Drink Company. The Long Drink, it is the official drink of the EST Hangout. Sakari, thanks for joining us. How are you doing today?
Thanks, Matt. All good here. Good to be on board.
Perfect. No, it's been great. We really enjoyed it. And I guess the first question I have for you is, why have you guys been hiding this from us here in North America? Why did it take so long to get this here to North America? Because this long drink is absolutely delicious.
Yeah, that's what we were wondering with my co-founders as well. So decided to do something about it and bring it over. So we launched it in the US in 2018. So it's been now a few years of building it in the US and now finally in Canada as well.
Can you, for those that just don't know, what is the long drink?
Yeah, good question. So in Finland, where I'm actually joining you from, we consider it a category of alcohol. So there's different flavors. There's many different brands who make it. But essentially, it's ready to drink. It's low alcohol. It's around 5.5% alcohol, depending on the flavor. And we call it citrus soda with real liquor. So think of citrus soda with the alcohol kick, really refreshing. It's got bubbles. And I guess it's the Finland's best kept secret, if you will.
It very much has been a kept secret from all of us here. I was telling you a little bit earlier too. It's when we first partnered up, my boss Dustin, he came in and he's like, "You got to try this for the first time on the air because it's like that first taste is just going to get you hooked. It's one of those drinks that the moment you have it for the first time, you'll just be in love with it." And I was like, "Okay, yeah." And so cracked open the first one, and he was 100% right. And we go and we tell everyone and all of our listeners that just try it and you will be hooked. And so many have done the same thing. We had a guy that came in and he just took a bunch of our cases that we had here for the weekend. Do you hear that story a lot as well? That it's the moment people just try it, they go, "Where has this been my entire life?"
Yeah, that's what we keep hearing a lot, and that's the difficult part for us because we know that the liquid, it's really good. People love the taste when they try it, but it's for us, it's just a matter of getting people to learn what a long drink is because not too many people yet know that, and then it's just a matter of getting them to try it as well. So that's what we spend a lot of money on, and for that, thank you for making people, your listeners, learn about it here. It's great.
I would like to think that this is the biggest partnership that you guys have in Edmonton, but you guys have launched a new partnership with the team in town called the Edmonton Oilers. How did the partnership come about with the Oilers, and what does the partnership entail?
So we have a partnership with OEG, and we're currently sold. Both flavors are sold at the arena, which is amazing. Still looking forward to my first game there, but I was kind of hoping I would have been there when McDavid gets the 1,000th point, but I missed that now. But congrats to all the fans there and him as well, I guess. But it's pretty cool. We are sold at the arena, and of course a lot of the Oilers bars carry it as well. So yeah.
Are you planning to make a trip to come see a game?
Sorry?
Are you planning to make a trip to come see a game here?
Yeah, I'd love to. That's such a legendary arena that it would be super cool to see that. And I want to see Jari Kurri's jersey on the roof there as well.
I was about to say, there's got to be the connection with Jari Kurri. Would a lot of Finnish people be Oiler fans because of the history back to Jari Kurri, or is it mixed and it's just whatever the Finnish players are you kind of supporting?
I guess a lot of the fans for Oilers here in Finland are maybe a little older people because of what Kurri did there, and also Esa Tikkanen, he won a couple, I think at least 2 Stanley Cups with the Oilers, and so there's a lot of history with Finland or Finnish players and the Oilers. And then we've had some recent players there as well. Hartikainen played there a few years ago. He's actually one of our investors as well.
Okay.
And then Pulju Järvi was there as well for a few seasons. So right now you don't have anyone, but I'm sure you'll find someone good in the near future again.
When it comes to drinks, there's the sugar-free and the sugar, both absolutely delicious. I think on the website I've seen that there's a peach flavor, and I am a sucker for anything peach, so I got to go get my hands on a peach one and give it a try. Are there plans for future flavors, or is that kind of like the stable of what a long drink would taste?
Yeah, the citrus one is definitely the main flavor. So the blue can we have, that's called traditional, and that's the core of the brand, and that's our main drink. And then the zero one is, we have basically 2 different drinkers. You have the one who likes the diet option, and then you have the one who likes the real sugar one. In Canada right now, we just have these 2. But the plan is to be launching more flavors, maybe not next year still, but then in the future.
Awesome. Well, Sakari, thanks for being a partner with Edmonton Sports Talk. We greatly appreciate it. And thank you very much for bringing the long drink to us here in Canada. And if there are any more secrets there in the Nordic part of the world, please feel free to share them, because if they're anything like this long drink, we are absolutely going to love them. Thanks for the time, and best luck also with the partnership with the Oilers, and continued success.
Thanks, Matt. Have a nice weekend.
There you go, right in front of the camera.
First time guest, long time listener, fan of the original draft commissioner.
Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by White Claw Hard Seltzer. The difference is clear. Matt Iwanyk, Tom Gazzola with here. Joining us today,